Welcome back, everyone, to the PokerGO Studio here in Las Vegas. Day 1B coverage of the new debut tournament here at the Poker Masters, the $1 Million Showcase. Yesterday's opening flight got us started. Today's final starting flight is going to take us all the way through to day 2. 239 total entries, 7 of them are at our feature table right now. My name is Donnie Peters, and I'm actually going to be joined by someone. I thought I might be rolling solo, but I do have Jeff Platt alongside me. Unfortunately,
two of your entries for this tournament are right here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we're just lighting it on fire here. Clenen Deng, the largest stack at this feature table. We got John Wasnock, of course, famous for second place to Michael Mizrachi in the WSB main event. We got Andrew Moreno, Joey Weissman, David Chen, Daniyal Gheba, all up here at the feature table. There are around 67 entries, 68 entries or so right now at the close of registration that are still in the field. Here you see the event format presented by GPI and Hendon Mob. $5,000 buy-in, 30-minute levels, 2 starting flights, as I mentioned, 125K starting stack. We're going to play all the way down till there are 19 players remaining. All those 19 will bag chips. They will be in the money for day 2. We don't know the total payouts yet because it does factor in how many players make it to day 2. You have to bag to get through to day 2. So if we do finish with 19, we'll have the 16 from yesterday joining them. We'll have 35 total. Probably around $250,000 for first place, maybe a little bit more. So nice and spicy. Of course, Jeff and I won't be getting a single dime of that.
$0 for us. Are you surprised that we start the stream with an Andrew Moreno 3-bet?
No. I mean,
the favorite.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this table, for sure. Joey Weissman will get after it.
Yeah, they're getting
Andrew Moreno will get after it. Clenen Deng, certainly. And then Daniyal Gheba. Daniyal Gheba might be the most aggressive one here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
We got Waz coming off that second place finish in the main.
And also, worth pointing out, Wasnock and Moreno were at the feature table back at Venetian for the PGT Venetian Las Vegas Classic. Yeah. And Moreno pulled a really big bluff on Wasnock. So I'm sure Wasnock knows what happened. He folded top pair to Moreno. Moreno 3-bet and then went all 3 streets with the 7-6. Got Wasnock to fold the King-Jack. So we'll see if that comes into play at all here as you see Moreno opening the button. Playing 3K, 6K for the blinds. Gheba probably stuffs it. Deuces. Deuces never loses.
There it is. It's the roll eyes call for 75K.
Don't love it, don't hate it, probably have to.
Not like right on the bubble, we're still a couple tables away.
And there is the call made by Moreno with the ace-7 of spades. I'm going to start things off here on the stream with a 50-50 flip right down the middle. Ten, 4, 3. 9 of spades on the turn, and the Jack of spades comes home. So we're going to lose Daniyal Gheba right away on the second or third hand here of the feature table. And your Moreno collecting that pot.
With your flips today.
I lost just the one. Actually, I lost one right after.
That
was the only one.
Once.
Couple of ace kings versus jacks. Good.
Well, I got dealt ace king the very next hand after I knocked you out, and I doubled someone up. Yeah. No, I'm running good for sure.
Appreciate everyone who is tuning in on the PokerGO YouTube channel on PokerGo.com. If you are on the YouTube channel, please hit that like button, the little thumbs up below the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. We are very, very, very close to 700,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Okay, so let's see if we can get ourselves there tonight. A little bit of a long shot, yes, but hey, you never know. Wasnock going to get in there. Ace-queen suited.
Clenen will stance in some form or fashion with the king-queen, you imagine?
All 14.
Oh,
A perfect spot to look down at the ace-queen off about 20 bigs.
10 seconds.
Weisman's had a very successful 2025 PGT campaign. He's the PokerGO Cup winner from back at the start of the season.
And the call.
He does jam. Wasnock makes the call.
10 seconds.
You see?
Deng's out of the way, and
Action table.
unless a flush comes, we're going to be chopping this one up.
Yeah.
3 flush draws.
Is this the fourth hand?
Has it been every hand? I don't know. Feels like it has.
I started as the big one. So.
I know you guys had a BVB hand that was riveting.
Oh, yeah.
2 flush draws.
Oh no.
1 flush draw.
Close, but no cigar. So what happened to you out there?
Oh, great tournament. Played great.
The sweater.
Got my
for
last
both
12
on the
bigs
flop.
in with
Yeah.
King Jack on the big blind versus a Coleman open and the button. He snap calls with ace 10 and I'm just dead on the turn.
Lovely.
Super depressing. Ran so bad on the table draw to get moved to that spot.
I was all in behind once on day 6. Jacks versus aces when I got on the feature. And,
Assume you won?
I hit the jack on the flop and used my one time. And I wasn't all in and behind until the final hand of the tournament again. So
Do you get one time per event or per career?
I think it's a career.
Okay.
It was a good one. I'll
For,
make
that,
it
for
sure.
that one time, yeah.
Used it well.
Wasnock is out here chasing his 3rd cash on the PGT, and that is important because if you get 3 qualifying cashes, plus you have enough points to finish in the top 40 of the season-long leaderboard, then you qualify for the PGT $1 Million Championship.
disagree.
He has enough points for sure, 1,360. He's currently in 8th place. He had 1 cash, of course, 2nd place in the WSP main event. He got another cash at Venetian in the main event over there that happened just a week ago, and here he is battling today. He told me the other day he's probably going to be playing these 5Ks as part of the Poker Masters, maybe a 10K here or there. We'll see how he goes as he tries to secure that 3rd cash so he can qualify.
He's been grinding. You mentioned the Venetian. It wasn't just the 3,300 there. He was playing the 600 ultimate bounty, the 800 that was
okay.
there. He's all over. Dr. B, welcome.
Michael Brinkenhoff, the doctor. He's got a nice stack, almost 500K it looks like.
Still haven't forgiven Dr. B for
Welcome.
calling me Ali at a Venetian event.
I mean,
And slow rolling me
you
with,
should never forgive him for that,
I think, the nuts.
ever. I'm sure we'll take looks out into the main studio room as well. I know we have Jeremy Ausmus out there. We have
Yeah.
Schulman out there. Kristen Foxen's out there. Cherish Andrews, Brock Wilson.
Really is.
Jeff was out there.
Yeah, Baldy.
We might actually
Saliba,
see Jeff
Yeah.
at some point.
Jared Jaffe.
Sam Laskowitz is doing well. I bring him up because he was the stone bubble last night on day 1A. His 10s went down to David Baker's ace-king. That ultimately allowed David Baker to finish with such a large chip lead. Moreno calling here after Deng 3-betting. 8-4 deuce, the 9s stay best.
The king queen off used as a little bit more of a bluff when not on the button. So we see Deng 3-betting free here.
Check, check, jack of spades on the turn.
I feel like, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, at these higher buy-in levels, you see more checkbacks and 3-bet pots. At the 600s, the 800s of the world, if somebody's 3-betting, they're always c-betting. no matter what the flop may consist of.
Yeah, and not that I necessarily think that that's a bad approach at
No,
those
no,
lower stakes.
at worst it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with players can
58.
probably check back at the higher stakes because at least against certain opponents, they probably know those opponents understand range composition and not everything is just so face up. Where when you play lower buy-ins, you know, a check back generally means they don't have much or they didn't hit, and then a bet is like at least they're trying to represent something. So.
This table is huge.
It's a long one.
You know, everyone always talks about how big the table is.
It's the same table though.
Yeah,
right?
that's a very common.
Same
But
size,
statement.
same
Everyone that always says it is they've played on the table. Like,
Right.
it's not like Michael Brinkenhoff just said that. He has made final
He's
tables
played
in the
here
studio,
before, yeah.
which is this is the same size table. So, what? I mean, yeah, it's a big table.
Oh, wow. Was folding king 8 on the button when Moreno had the goods and the
On
big.
that one. But it's the same one like as usual on here. Yeah.
A bad beat for Moreno should he watch this one back.
I mean, that should be an open from Watts. He's off 60 bigs, 60.5 bigs. I mean, that's
You
certainly
get 3
an
bet,
open
you
for-
muck it, we move on.
Yeah. I don't know if Moreno looked. I know obviously
Didn't
the
seem
card.
like it. Yeah, I think you would have shown that one had he.
Are you?
taken a
Do you
key.
look in the big
Yeah, I
one?
look. You don't
Oh,
look, do you?
no.
Weird.
I don't know if I trust myself mentally. I might go on tilt if I see
Fair,
something good, so I stop looking.
Flip side, would it be good for you mentally if you looked and it was like the 6 deuce off?
Yeah, probably. I also think it kind of trolls other people. Like the other day
Oh,
in
when
the
you don't?
satellite,
Yeah.
it folded to Jaffe, Jared Jaffe in the small blind, and he just folded when I had like half my stack in already. And he's like, "Would you have called off?" I was like, "I don't know, I didn't look."
Just
He's
don't
like,
know.
"What do you mean you didn't look?" Like, I didn't look, man. What do you want me to say? Jack 9-8 here. Deng's got the 6 of hearts in his hand, 3 hearts on board. Brinkenhoff did pair his 8. He's going to continue. Small bet here, 6K. Deng's got enough to come along. And the 10 of hearts shows up on the turn.
10 seconds.
Six of clubs on the end. Deng best here, 6 high flush.
Do get called by worse a decent amount here.
Can
I think-
probably get called by a straight.
And I think in this scenario, you're not getting raised as a bluff.
10 seconds.
If the good doctor raises you, you tap the table, muck the
Yep.
cards. Now, I don't, when I say get called by worse, don't mean ace-8 of diamonds.
Yeah, you probably go down as low as 2 pair maybe if they want to
Yeah.
get frisky. Sets in there. Straights, of course. And, I mean, even better, he's going to get called by an 8.
Just gets called by an 8.
Versus you.
Yeah, you did. You got a whole lot of stuff there.
Could be
Pretty
bluffing and still beat an 8 sometimes.
That is true. $239 total entries in this event. 109 from day 1A, 16 advanced. David ODB Baker bagged the chip lead. Today, 130 entries, playing down to the final 19. The 35 returning players return on Sunday. Cards will get in the air at 12. The stream will start sometime after that. Just stay tuned.
Oh, but it's going to be full coverage like it was for
not.
VGT
I
Venetian?
don't think so.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
know yet.
okay.
I actually don't know.
Got
I mean, I think it's still TBD.
Time extension.
And the plan is to have the final table on Monday, but I'm also personally a little bit wary on if that happens, just thinking the players might be like, let's just finish it tomorrow.
And I mean, with 30-minute levels on day 1 and just 40 on day 2, it could very easily finish tomorrow at a reasonable time, too.
Yeah, no, of course. So basically the point is the coverage is very much TBD.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned to all the different PokerGo channels, social media, etc. Of course, the schedule on PokerGo.com will be updated with everything as we go, as will the PokerGo YouTube channel. This is the first of several events here at the 2025 Poker Masters, all next week. We got final tables all week and into the week after that, about a week and a half straight of a final table every single day except for Sunday, and then we'll have some additional day 1 bonus coverage thrown in the mix as well. Although we are kicking things off at the Poker Masters this time around a little bit different with this multi-flight opener. It is still the same leaderboard race en route to the purple jacket and the $25,000 PGT passport that comes with that purple jacket.
Jim Colopy, the defending champ, put chips in the bag last night. Good start for him this series.
Yeah, last night, you mentioned Jim Colopy, David ODB Baker got the chip lead. Aaron Massey was in there. He won a satellite. He got in with like 5 big blinds, something like that. Nick Seward, also very short, but was able to squeak into the money. Aram Zobian, bag chips as well. Adam Weinrob, excuse me. Doug Lee, another satellite winner. Satellite winner at Venetian, finished 3rd place for 120K. Satellite winner here, bagged the 4th largest stack entering day 2. Moreno with an open here. Wasnock defends from the big blind with a dominated king-jack.
10 seconds.
Queen 8-3 favors Moreno.
That's 9.
Moreno, Chen, Deng, Weissman, some of the more studied players, not just at this table, but really in the game today.
100%.
I think those 4 would probably make the list of, top 10 as far as just studying volume is concerned.
Wasnock did peel and could find himself in a little bit of trouble here, pairing his jack on the turn. Still very much behind Moreno.
Seconds.
48.
That is 48.
Almost full pot here from Moreno. 48 into 51. Price Man in the YouTube chat said, should have a time clock so slow. There is a time clock,
yeah.
as Christy, our mod, just mentioned. And listen, good fold there from
Great
Wasnock.
fold. If you call the flop and can check fold the turn after turning it, Jack, bravo.
You know what the music means? That means we got a promo. The 2025 Poker Masters is presented by Global Poker, and heads will roll in Global Poker's Hydra tournament. And with this offer that you can see on your screen right now, your first decapitation is free.
Wow.
That is, I think this is the first time we've used the word decapitation in a promo. For $50, you get 250,000 gold coins. You also get 50 free sweeps coins and a sweeps coin Hydra satellite entry. Play smart over at globalpoker.com. Don't wait on this offer because it does expire October 2nd. So globalpoker.com, use the promo code that was on your screen, PokerMasters50. Terms and conditions do apply. Global Poker, a new sponsor of the Poker Masters, of the PGT as a whole. So you will see plenty of collaborative efforts between the PGT, between PokerGO and Global Poker. So stay tuned for continuous offers as we go.
Great to have them on board for one of the premier high roller series in the game.
Of course. Moreno has had a hand every single time.
Yeah.
This time, King Queen suited under the gun.
Call. Heads up.
Time extension.
Chen makes the call. King 8-5, rainbow, 1 club.
Check. That's 9.
You know, Chen's a little tempted if he's deeper at that 10-7 of clubs, working around that 8 of clubs on the flop. But in this specific stack size situation, probably just not enough to work with when it comes king high, even though it does include that 8 of clubs.
Always tempting when you have 3 to a straight flush. It really
Nobody
is.
knows that more than Moreno. I mean, every time I watch him on stream, 3 to a straight flush,
Oh, yes.
he's gonna get some chips in.
Buy-in for this event, $5,300. If you showed up on time, your first entry was discounted down to $5,100. One of the perks often seen here of playing inside the PokerGO Studio, on-time registration is usually discounted.
12.
Wasnock on the button. King, Queen. How loose does Moreno want to defend? Not the 4 deuce off.
Thank you.
10 seconds.
Was talking a decent amount with Waz's brother at the World Series. He was there on the rail at the main, supporting his bro, and he plays too. These are two guys who just love the game. They can play a $200 tournament or the World Series of Poker main event. And they're very passionate about poker, as is that man right there, Dr. Bring It Off.
Wasnock told me he's only played the main event 2 times.
Wow.
One was like 10 or 12 years ago, he said, and then obviously this most recent one, finishing second to Michael Mizrachi. And it's funny, he's kind of been the one that's been out in the spotlight more than Mizrachi has, in a way.
It's kind of seemed that way. I mean, Grinder took a bit of time off
Play calls.
after the main. After the National Heads Up Poker Championship, which he is a part of,
Heads up.
10 seconds.
which you guys will see relatively soon on Peacock.
Yeah, they need to tell us the schedule already.
I know.
I heard you guys talking about it last
waiting
night.
for that release date. I don't know.
I'm ready to go. Ace Jack 4, 1 heart here.
6.
Marina's going to lead for the minimum.
It's of course a very disguised
Calls.
pair of aces from Deng, even though Moreno knows he does check plenty of aces.
Whoa.
Hook 'em.
What's going on over
Fun turn card here. A second heart
there? Thanks.
is added to the board. Moreno now has a flush draw to go along with his straight draw.
What's up, Mitch?
That is Mitchell Halverson.
10 seconds.
joining the mix.
38.
That is 38.
Overbet here on the turn.
This is Andrew Moreno, and just imagine how much pressure that bet would put on Deng had Deng had a jack or a 4 or a deuce, or if he had the queen 10, king, queen, king 10. Now, we can see his hand a little bit stronger than that.
10 seconds.
So while you're never, quote unquote, happy to put in a lot of chips with just one pair, you're relatively comfortable in this spot.
Time extension.
Deng does make the call as this pot swells up over 100K. 6 of spades on the river, so those pair of aces remain best for Deng.
Decision time for Moreno.
10 seconds.
Could also have plenty of aces and have limped in Paris. Perhaps would take the same line with those, but that river card does not present an appealing fire. I would think Deng's happy to check back here with 106 in the middle. Do you get called by too much worse?
70.
Respect?
70 is the bet. 70.
Would a jack take the line of betting small and then over betting turn?
Moreno does make the fold, and Deng picks that one up. Now up over 500K. You might have noticed Moreno looking up kind of
Yeah.
towards the ceiling. There is a new monitor that is in this secondary studio room. It displays the chip counts for the players at the table. So instead of, you know, the constant, how much do you have? How much do you have?
Love that.
Players just look on up at the board, and they're able to know the stack depth of their opponents.
That's minus.
I wanted that one.
It's a good one.
Raise to 16. Well, heads up.
100% not him. How much do you want to bet on this 8? Donnie's side. It's McEwen.
Time extension.
Check.
It's honestly, it's probably not Nate. Our stat screen, it's right.
Check.
Aiden, you don't want to lose too much money before football Sunday. Picking up the action here, Halverson got involved with a raise to 16K. Brinkenhoff defended. Check, check on the flop. Check, check on the turn. 7 pairs the board on the end. Ace-high best here. Probably just going to go check, check again.
Check. Check.
Yep.
Happy to check back, showdown
King
winner.
high.
King high, no good.
Representing the Ducks of Oregon. Coasted to a win over Oregon State today. Did not cover, I don't believe.
You were out there grinding the college football.
Had a couple sweats.
Okay.
It's just good like background noise, so I don't have
Yeah.
to, you know,
Of course.
talk to any poker players.
Saw you out there doing your thing, man. How did anything happen for you?
Nothing much.
Moreno referencing Chen's recent
Did you
trip
play
over
the-
to
both of
Triton
the-
Jeju.
What was it?
10 seconds.
Is it called the one or something, right? The smaller one too.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk
You think
about
the
it.
shirt has enough Triton
no,
logos
just
on
kidding.
it?
I just kind of got torched.
4 mentions of Triton?
Is what it is.
Sounds like he got
Like
pretty
3
crushed
times.
over there, Donnie. based
I
on
mean,
the way
he's
reacting
clearly
to
does not
Moreno's
want to engage.
questions.
Andrew Moreno's like, open
All
up,
right,
buddy.
yeah,
let's
yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. I mean, in the Triton 1 main event, he got 75th for 16K. 75th out of almost 1,000.
Got a
or-
huge turnout.
Yeah, a
in
little
that,
bit over
right?
1,000 entries. So, and then in a 15K, he got 42nd for 25K. So, I believe he had a lot more action sold, if I'm remembering his listings on PokerStake correctly.
Okay.
So, could be buried, yes, and hence the reluctance to talk about it. And he could be buried
You want my
another 5K here, depending on how this one goes, because Chen is all in
I
and
was just saying,
dominated up
three
against
tournaments
the
out
ace
there
king
could
of
be getting
Moreno.
torched. That's all. Plus 3, and it's expensive.
Time extension.
9-5-4. 5 on the turn. Jack on the river. We're going to lose David Chen
Yeah, we did.
here on day 1B of the Poker Masters $1 Million Showcase. Andrew Moreno now up over $500,000 in chips.
David Chen won event number 5 of the Poker Masters last year. One of the 10K buy-ins, and I believe that made him the youngest PGT Majors event winner. He was 21 at the time of winning that tournament.
Wearing a 76ers jersey, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Showing off the guns.
Yeah, guns out.
My guy Chen has been in the weight room.
Waz here under the gun, ace queen.
Raise to 18.
Oh my.
I mean,
What
it's
in the
been every
world?
hand.
Yeah.
He folded 7 deuce off on the button. He folded 4 deuce off
Yep.
on the big blind.
Every
And I
other
think
hand.
that's it. He's had aces, which you got to walk with. He's had
Right,
nines.
right,
He's
right.
had king,
King,
queen.
queen.
He's had
49.
ace king. I mean, it's just everything.
49. 49.
And again, remember that these two do have some history stemming back from that Venetian tournament where Moreno pulled a big bluff against Wasnock. So
Perhaps leading to this. Little bit on the smaller side, 3-bet wise, when they're both deep, goes less than 3x.
Player calls.
Wasnock makes the call.
Perhaps in some scenarios would have induced Waz going bananas.
One more.
You give Moreno these quality hands, the rest of the field's going to be in trouble.
118,000 in the middle, going to the flop. 8-6-4, 2 diamonds.
Shut.
$40.
Bet is 40.
10 seconds.
Presents such a tricky spot for Waz here. Do I beat some hands at the moment? Yeah, sure. Is he going to continue to put pressure on me? Yeah, sure. Sometimes you can just check fold the ace queen.
Waz gets out of the way. Another pickup for Andrew Moreno, who since this feature table started is up more than 300,000 in chips. So he has more than doubled his stack. He busted Daniyal Gheba on the second or third hand of tonight's stream. He just busted David Chen. He's been winning big pots left or right. Finally think he's going to be able to fold one here.
10 seconds.
Ace of 17.
Brinkenhoff makes 17K from the cutoff seat. Joey Weissman finds King 10 suited out of the small blind.
On.
You raise all in.
And all of it's going into the middle. Weissman all in for around 13 bigs here.
What is it?
So 110 total.
I call.
Brinkenhoff's going to give him a spin. Makes the call. He's not going to like what he sees here because Weissman's got him absolutely crushed. Brinkenhoff probably thinking, okay, you know, even if he's got a hand like an ace, queen, ace, jack, I'm plenty live here. I'm suited. Let's go. But King 10 suited is dominating him. Queen 10, 8, 2 diamonds.
Oh, baby.
7 of hearts on the turn. Deuce of spades on the river. And Joey Weissman holds on for dear life there.
What a turn.
Had some sweats. Joey has.
Time extension.
Weissman doubling up to 236,000. Brinkenhoff is clipped back below 300K. Joey Weissman currently sitting 28th on the PGT leaderboard, just over 1,000 points. He's got 1 win on the tour this season, 11 total cashes. He won the PokerGO Cup back at the beginning of the season. Believe he was also the first player to eclipse 1 million in PGT winnings this year.
That would make sense with his run at the Cup. I mean, that Cup run
Ace of
was
17.
insane. 3 seconds and a win.
Yeah, didn't he get heads up with Michael Monchek twice, back-to-back events?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kick off the series, I believe. I saw Texas Mike yesterday. Did you see him today?
I did not see him today, and he
College
showed
football
up very
Saturday?
late yesterday.
Okay.
So maybe it was just a one-time thing.
54,000.
We raise of 54.
Time extension.
Beautiful from Moreno. Gets a lot of folds, including that King 9 into the muck.
Octopi Poker is the next generation study system for everyone, from casual players to elite pros like that man on the screen, Stephen Chidwick. It's fun to use, it is affordable, and it is full of features. Head to octopipoker.ai now and check it out. Just turned 2 years old?
Yeah,
I was
2-year
told.
anniversary.
Oh, yes.
Got a couple decent promos, by the way.
Save some money?
Save some money.
It's already super cheap.
Promo code Masters, also promo code PokerGO, I believe. That's what Brent was saying. At one of my earlier tables, I was at one with Shundan and with Victoria. All three of us part of Team Octopi.
Call.
10 seconds.
Couple of kings for
Heads up.
Joey Weissman. Deng's going to defend. Queen 10 off. King 3 deuce. All of it for Joey.
Sometimes it's just too good of a flop. Oh, dang, queen of
That's
clubs,
11.
also a backdoor straight draw.
Seconds.
Oh dear.
Raise 32.
Time
Weissman
extension.
continued small, 11K, and Deng is going to pounce. Check raises to 32.
Does have some appealing turn cards. Beautiful spot for Weisman to set the trap. Stand way too good to do anything but call.
10 seconds.
Deuce of spades on the turn. It only gets better for Joey Weissman. He now has a full house.
Seconds.
Does Deng have a deuce sometimes? Sure.
40.
Now we can see it as
That is
if
40.
he has a deuce. Just in theory, if Joey was not this strong. Deng would be the one to have a little bit more of the deuces. Still folds plenty of them in the big. Reasonable story being told, just sometimes you run into the goods.
Weissman makes the call. And the 3 comes home
Extension.
on the river. 2 pair on board. Weissman praying his opponent has
Right.
deuce or
Dream
3.
run out for Joey right now.
Seconds.
190 in the middle. Weissman, the effective stack here, he's got 130K behind. So if Deng wants to go for it,
Check.
Time
could have seen an all-in. Does come with check.
Probably a decent shutdown as the story
for
would not
us.
have made
Is that
too
right?
much
How's it
sense
going?
at this point. Not just saying decent shutdown because his opponent has kings.
No, we're only resort to
Right,
oriented here
right,
in the
right.
booth. Okay,
We're results oriented and we're big complainers now, right?
that's right.
I should've
Team
I'm gonna
team
whine a lot
complain. Let's
more.
go.
I mean, you got an in tens versus ace king and lost.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Of course, you would lose that flip. I got an in king jack versus ace 10 and lost, of course, running so bad.
I mean, we should
I mean,
win one of those.
That
Right,
is
like,
true.
you know,
I would
between
say
us.
yes.
Weissman did put it in there, all but one chip. Quick fold out of Deng, and we see
Oh,
Mr. Alabama himself,
Shore.
Shannon Shore.
Alabama has a big showdown next week with Kerry Katz's Georgia Bulldogs. Also, variance shouldn't be a thing for us. We play so many PGT events,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like we
So
put in
many.
the hours.
It's
lot
funny.
Of hands.
So you played today. I played
Yeah.
yesterday.
Raise to
Busted,
16.
and like some, working today. I'm walking around the studio, and they're all like, "Oh, did you bag? Did you bag? Like, are you gonna fire another bullet?" I'm like, "No.
No,
What do you think?
yeah.
I'm like made of
See
money?"
you next year.
They're like, "Yeah, but you ran deep in the main." Okay, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Just max
it all
fire
back.
a 5K? Like what against you guys? Get out of
Yeah,
here.
no thanks. I'm good. I'll take my one shot a year.
Moreno, I mean, just has a hand every single time. Halverson makes it 16K.
44.
Apologies on that profile image of Halverson. It's actually Matthew McEwen, but we'll get that fixed, of course.
Close enough. I mean, if you're going to pick anybody in the field to have the wrong picture
That
of
is true.
Halverson, you might as well pick McEwen.
Another pickup from Moreno, now up over 600K.
That 3-bet almost designed to just get the chips in with Halverson free. Could go a little bit smaller if Deng or Dr. B comes in with the cold 4. Could find his way out against better hands.
Raise to 18.
Shore ended up drawing the seat right next to Moreno. Those two went deep together in the BetMGM Poker Championship in 2024. Shannon Shore ultimately finished second for 430K. Daniel Mayor was the winner. Moreno got 16th. But I believe on a podcast I heard Moreno talking about how they did a swap.
Oh,
when they were deep, you know. And of course Shannon goes on to finish second. So swap very much benefiting Moreno. I'm sure he would have loved to finish second himself, but you know, still able to get some money out of it.
Have you ever had a good mid-tournament swap?
No, hell no. I've never really like had
I don't like
a swap.
Raise to 16.
The only tournament that I kind of think about swapping would be the WSB main event. And I have not run deep till this year, and I just never came up, so yeah.
You didn't swap with anybody late in that one?
No. No one asked me either, so you know, it just goes to show what they think about me.
I haven't been asked for swap in a long time. We ask each other though, so that's cool. We're keeping each other's confidence level higher.
3 players.
Ace Jack 9, 3 ways here. Brinkenhoff flops the best hand, pair of aces.
Bets 20.
Wasnock the pre-flop raiser, he's going to continue.
Continues probably fine. It's also probably a fine spot to check. You don't really want to inflate the size of the pot multi-way. Does allow you to fold out some hands like 7s, but 3 ways
10 seconds.
bound to find some continues. This is not a continue I saw coming, but it speaks to the point of the pot being inflated.
Time extension.
Brinkenhoff makes it 50K.
Yes, sir. 50 total.
Now, Donnie, usually I would say, without seeing Waz's hand on Dr. B's raise, well, don't the better hands call and the worse hands just fold? Although the Queen 10 is one of the worst hands that you get to continue and put more chips in.
Check.
So again, being results-oriented, terrific raise.
Yeah, but it also feels like, you know, the only worse hands that continue are going to have draws.
Right, and still
Spades,
be very
straight
live,
draws. And they may be worse on value, but in terms of the equity, they may be doing pretty well. So
yeah, his like range of equity is very strong when he calls that raise. But
I missed.
Dr. B's going to win a nice one.
Queen 10.
Ace deuce good. Brinkenhoff going to take that pot. I did have one friend who turned down the group swap before the main event. And then the whole time he was a little bit tilted that I was running deep, and he said no. We were like, why don't we all just swap 1%?
Yeah, right. And no?
He's like, no. Like,
Oh, wow.
buddy, it's 1%.
1%. Gotta do it for the miracles.
Every day. Damn it, why didn't I swap? Damn it, why didn't I swap? That's right.
Talkative bunch here.
Oh yeah, very lively.
Commentators
Well,
are going to be putting in work today.
There we go.
Not
Good
a word
timing.
being spoken. So,
We got you, Andrew.
do you anyone know who's commentating? So I saw Jeff playing. So
Yeah, maybe Donnie. He's walking around.
Yeah, stuck with us both. I
Well,
was
the thing
playing,
was,
Donnie
is that
was walking
I
around.
think when they said that, I probably was still walking
Right,
around
right,
because
right.
we are on a delay, of course. You know, no need to hide anything here. I probably was you know, walking around for a little bit.
57.
We'll give away that secret.
57 years old.
Cal just hit number 57.
Home runs.
At one point, I did get yelled at for standing in the
much
shot.
baseball.
They're like, "You're not supposed to be in there." I said, "Well,
Just
what
revealed
do you?"
myself.
Oh, of
Like
the,
this is some
the
top
shot
secret
when they-
operation.
That's a lot, right? 57 in a season.
109. Just broke the Mariner record.
Griffey?
Yeah.
Wasnock absolutely loves sports.
I
He's
remember the
dialed
Sosa
into
McGuire
everything.
days.
Like multiple
they're not
times when I played with him at
not-
Venetian
not
or I've heard him here at the studio,
He's not
he's just
doing
like,
steroids.
Yeah.
"This just happened. This
So
just
is it
happened."
like
Like
not
he's
even close
he's on
anymore?
top of it.
Judge hit 60
Especially a huge Mariners fan.
a couple years ago.
What's the record?
73.
Yeah, Bonds, right?
Nobody's gonna touch that.
I
Time
remember
extension.
seeing those guys like.
Halverson moves all in here, 109K. Shore with an ace in the big blind. Would be about 40% of his stack here.
10 seconds.
Makes the call.
Time extension.
Halverson in a great spot here to double up.
If you're Shannon, you're ahead of a decent amount of hands.
Jack 4-3. Queen on the turn.
10
9 on the river. Mitchell Halverson's hand holds.
Halverson shoves a lot of the like suited Broadways, the Jack 10 suiteds of the world, Queen Jack suited. Rips fours in there just like that. With his really good hands, you would just min raise. So, understandable call from Mr. Shore, the 2025 U.S. Poker Open winner.
Nobody in baseball is over 50, right? I said
Age?
57. He said 57. I was like, that's how old he is? Is that the right?
They're down around 40.
Okay.
Late 30s.
57-year-old in baseball still.
A couple 40-year-olds.
You gonna give us y'all's place for tomorrow, or make us listen to the podcast for it?
For what? Sorry.
For NFL.
Our picks?
Yeah.
I don't even know who we freaking entered. Because I didn't do the show this week, so I was like flying
Oh.
blind. I mean, I put the picks in today. But,
Right.
Ace is 16.
we're on the Titans +4, the Browns +7.5, the Bengals +3, the Patriots +1.5, and the Texans +1.5. And then in Survivor, we have the Packers, the Seahawks, the Falcons, and the Bucks. My pick is the Falcons.
Okay. In Carolina, right?
Yeah.
10
I
seconds.
mean, it all seems pretty dicey. Chalk's been crushing this year
Yeah,
in
it's-
Survivor, but I feel like any week it's just going to come crumbling
Week 3
down.
is sometimes the week that the chalk goes sour. Savro was talking about the, is it called the Grandissimo?
The Grandissimo, yes.
The $100,000
Yeah,
buy-in Survivor.
$100,000 buy-in Survivor held by Circa Sports. Believe they had right around 60 entries. David ODB Baker is one of those
Okay,
entries. He
let's get it,
finished with the
ODB.
chip lead on day
Yeah.
1A. I think Toby Lewis has an entry.
10
I think Joe Kuther has an entry.
Bryce Hall.
Yeah, and you know a lot of there's a few people in the studio that have pieces of
Yeah,
those
right,
various
right, right.
100K teams and whatnot. So tomorrow could be a fun day here at the studio. I know multiple
of
times yesterday and today on the breaks, David Coleman and Sam Laskowitz were like, "Let's talk Survivor. Let's talk Survivor. Let's
I
talk
heard them
Survivor."
talk
So
about
you
that
know,
today,
and
yeah.
all these Justin
these
Zacky's
guys.
got
Yeah,
a whole bunch of
Zacky's.
teams. And all these guys are invested.
So Savro was saying that a couple people in the Grandissimo picked the 49ers,
Well, that's
which
just,
is quite a bold survivor pick, all things
Michael,
considered.
do you have a blue stack?
yeah, I was talking a little bit with
Yes.
ODB about
Yeah,
the Grandissimo,
confirmed.
and it does.
So
I
three,
said to
six,
him, you know, it
seven
feels like it's
active
kind of
behind.
just a leveling
Lot of
war.
ass.
Like it's just
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
because it's a smaller field, and you're kind of like, okay, well, these guys are going to do this, or they think I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to switch them and do this. So, you know, it's like the whole thing. ODB ended up on the Seahawks, which is
Okay,
the chalk
nice.
pick in the large one, the 1K one.
Right,
You know, it's
good.
like 40% owned, but he feels comfortable in the Grandissimo because, like you said, people are kind of like trying to zag. So, you know,
Yeah. Sometimes
just gonna
you
stay
just
pat.
Take the chalk. How many in the big one had Buffalo this week? Do you have any idea?
they were the second most popular
Okay.
pick. I know that. I'll look it up right now.
Just curious. A bit of a sweat. If you
I thought they were going to lose when I was watching that game.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's
Almost 20% had the Bills. Almost 40% have the Seahawks. 7-4-3 here. Three-way pot. Brinkenhoff, the original Razor, Weissman, and Moreno. Moreno going to take advantage here and come with a lead.
You don't see this often. You see it a little bit
66.
more at the high roller levels.
66.
The lead here out of the small blind or the big blind in a multi-way pot. Weissman wants to get some more chips in there now.
Moreno does have a double gutter here. Deuce or a 6 would give him a straight.
Call.
And he makes the call.
Some fun turn cards, including that one.
8 of hearts on the turn. Moreno now adds a flush draw.
Check.
It's one entry on the 49ers
In the big one?
in the
In
Grandissimo. Yeah. Weisman a little bit more than pot left. He's got 210 back, 196 in the middle.
All in.
There's all in.
And there is the jam, and now Moreno's going to have a decision here.
Pretty sure I put this in.
One, 210. 210 is all in.
Moreno does make the call.
Call.
He's going to have 18 outs one time. An ace, a deuce, a 6, or a heart. It is the king of diamonds. Moreno whiffs, and Joey Weissman goes from just over 100K, 110K is what he was all in with against
yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Brinkenhoff, and now he's up over 600,000.
He's had to sweat some rivers.
These big turns.
It's held up.
The hearts aren't getting there.
That's nice by Joey. Sized the raise well to create about a pot-sized jam on the turn.
Moreno shot up to over 600K to start this feature table. That big pot there going the way of Joey Weissman has knocked Moreno back down to 322K. Still very healthy, working on 40 big blinds, but going the wrong direction, at least for the time. If you guys want to win a dream seat to play in the PGT $1 Million Championship, then head on over to playpokergo.com, create a free account, and play one hand, a single hand of free online poker. They give you some free gold to start, It's 1,000 that you get it regularly, and then I think you get another 25K, or you get topped up to 25K if you verify your email address. All you have to do is play a single hand of free online poker. So go create an account at playpokergo.com. You can also download the app to your iOS or Android device, and then you could win the drawing and come out to Las Vegas in January, play in the $1 Million Championship, $500,000 first place prize. I mean, come on. And heck, if you like playpokergo.com, it's the home of free online poker, so you can get in there too. So check that offer out. Our giveaway winners, speaking of, have been faring quite well this year. We had 2 giveaway winners that ran deep in the WSOP main event, Michael Baldwin and Jesse Simon. Jesse Simon finished in, I believe, the top 200. Took home a nice chunk of change. We got Bobby Randolph, a winner of the Octopi Poker Masters giveaway in partnership with Octopi Poker. He's out there battling in this event.
Oh, let's go.
10 seconds.
Deng and Brinkenhoff here, blind versus blind.
10.
Pretty small pot so far. Both players do have a pair. Was limped pre. Deng bet 10K on the flop.
25.
25K here on the turn from Deng. We are now playing 5K, 10K, by the way, so blinds did go up.
I've only listened to a little bit of the latest PokerGo podcast. Have you guys made Poker Masters predictions yet?
We didn't make any predictions. We're just doing our fantasy league thing.
Right.
Of
You're
which,
crushing.
yeah,
right?
and then I got yelled at by Jeremy Becker today because I didn't lock him as the lock part.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, why didn't you lock me? And I said, listen, man, sometimes you have to just know your opponent. And I knew Tim was not going to pick you because I know Tim, and he has this weird beef with you. So I knew he was never going to pick you. So don't worry, we're good. And, of course, he didn't pick him. So, you know.
He played great today.
Yeah, he did. He played incredible.
Got it in
He
with aces.
Yeah, he got his
Lost.
aces cracked again. I mean, that when you slow play aces and kings every single time, it's bound to happen.
Time extension.
Deng here coming with 50K
I
on
know
the river.
Dr. B doesn't like to fold. Could be a nice value acquisition by Deng going fire, fire, fire.
I mean, could have a 9 for a straight draw that missed. Could have hearts that missed.
10 seconds.
Brinkenhoff is going to pay it off. He's not going to like what he sees. Taps the table. And Deng picks that one up. So a couple of nice value hands for Deng against Brinkenhoff. We saw earlier when he had the 6-high flush, he was able to get called by 4th pair, 3rd pair, something like that. Very, very light. And there, called by 2nd pair, both times against Brinkenhoff.
Deng's the guy, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not too sure of his international results, but it's like, at least here in the studio, or maybe I should even say at least at a PGT Majors, we're kind of waiting for his coming out party of sorts. He's made a couple final tables. He's final tabled a couple of the big 25Ks. But hasn't had that real run yet throughout a series.
No. I mean, he's someone who, you know, you and I will obviously know him very well.
Yeah, sure.
But to more of the general poker fan out there. May not quite know Clenen Deng yet, but a very, very good player, very well studied, extremely well respected by all of his peers here inside the PokerGO studio, and that's kind of all you need to know. When the other
Great point.
players
Great
within
point.
the studio respect your game, like then you're talented, you're skilled, you know, you've made it in a lot of ways. So, you know, maybe he doesn't have the big results that some of the other guys have, but that could also just be variance. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, these other sickos are going to Deng with some hand recaps. They aren't going to Jeremy Becker.
Jeremy Becker catching strays out here.
He texted me last night. He said, "Why were you all so mean to me on commentary?" So we're very balanced because sometimes I feel like we're very nice. Like yesterday when I said, like, he's a treat to play with. Your entertainment value
Oh, it's
goes
incredible.
up when he's at a table.
What were you mean about? I don't really recall you being mean.
The sweater thing and then just how he played overall.
Well, he did. I mean, Brent nailed it. He did look like, you know, a carton of sherbet out there.
Yeah, right.
And then today, I think
Today
he
it got worse.
I think he looked like the COVID virus out there with whatever he was wearing today. So, you know. And listen, Jeremy's becoming a little bit of a diva, right? He's kind of expecting the red carpet. He
had that success.
He's asking the commissioner, Tim Duckworth, for custom PGT hats. I mean, he's only got like 200 PGT points this season. Like, he definitely needs to step it up a little bit. Weisman gonna 3-bet jam here on Wasnock, who opened the 6s under the gun. Wasnock started this hand with 23.5 bigs. These spots are never fun if you're Wasnock. I mean, you know, guys like Weisman can be behind here when they're shoving, but, you know. Do you take a flip? Do you want to take a flip? And he's going to call it off.
Feels like a flip.
You heard Moreno say it feels like a flip. It is not a flip. The 10's well in front for Joey Weissman. And if Joey Weissman wins this pot, he'll have gone from 100K to $1 million in about 20 minutes. Of course, still 5 cards to come here. Wasnock all in and at risk, and do note that his suits are dominated, clubs and diamonds.
But this is a man who finished second in the main event, so like it's probably about a flip. We kept talking about a flip. It's
That's
about a
right.
flip
That's
when the
right.
guy finished second in the main.
Queen 8-7, nothing there for Wasnock.
Yep, here comes the 5-ball.
4 on the turn, close enough. 3 on the river is not going to do it. And we are going to lose John Wasnock here on day 1B of the Poker Masters $1 Million Showcase. And Joey Weissman soars up to 855K. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Not $1 million just yet.
Right. Math pretty poor, but that's okay.
Yeah, math is pretty poor, even though I do have a math degree. I mean, you know, I'm just absolutely crushing it.
Great to see Waz here. You know, so many times we see World Series of Poker main event final tablist, final table to main, and then disappear. A lot of times it's because they just aren't from the States. But to see Waz firing in some PGT events, I like that. That's good for the tour, and he's a class act, a good dude, and just fun to play with.
Yeah, he found out recently that he had enough points, he felt, to be able to qualify if he were able to achieve the 3 cash minimum that you need in PGT events. So, you know, then he decided, yeah, I want to get in that $1 million free roll, so I'm going to be firing a bunch of stuff. And he has been. He's got 2 of the 3 caches that are needed, so I would expect that we see him in at least the next 5K that's around the corner here at Poker Masters, if not a couple of those 10s. And then speaking of someone with 2 caches, high up on the PGT leaderboard, Michael Mizrachi
120 total?
is number 1 on the PGT leaderboard, but he only has 2 caches, so he also needs to find a 3rd. When we told him about it, he said, don't worry, I'll get my 3rd. So a very confident Michael Mizrachi, but really haven't seen much of him on the PGT.
25.
Does Mizrachi play any Poker Masters events?
I'll say he plays one.
I think he's going to play as well.
Yeah, I think I'll play one. I know he was going to Cyprus, or he did go to Cyprus.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to say he said he was going to Israel after that.
Oh.
I don't know like when that timetable was, if he's already back. Well, actually, no, because he did pop in for a Bounty Blitz event. He played one
He was
Bounty
here
Blitz
for
event.
one?
He just popped in for one and then didn't show up after
Try to
that.
get
So
that cash.
yeah, I think he's around. So I'll say he plays one.
20.
A couple of kings for Clenen Deng. Couple of sixes for Mitchell Halverson off 20 bigs.
All in.
And there's the jam from Halverson.
Can't blame him here.
Just as we fix his profile image,
Yeah.
he's just going to run into the kings. Quick call from Deng. And once again, we have pair versus pair in an on confrontation. No shortage of big hands and clashes here at this feature table today.
205.
Yep.
All in 205.
Ace-5 deuce. Six
Oh, my.
on the turn. And a 4 on the river, so Mitchell Halverson smashes 4th Street and is going to double up there. And even he can't believe it with the look that he just gave.
Maybe that's why we see Clement not making any runs at this studio.
Yeah, that
Gets it
is
in good
true.
and loses.
Mitchell Halverson now up over 430,000. Deng, 317. Shannon Shore is the current short stack at this table. Six-handed right now. The tournament is at the stage where it is seven-handed, so we might get someone at some point in here. My wife is at some concert. She keeps texting me like images. She's like, the Offspring looks so old. She's at T-Mobile.
Offspring.
I don't know what she's doing.
Is it just the Offspring performing?
I
or
have
is it
no,
a lot
I
of-
couldn't tell you. I should probably know where my wife is, but you know, it's just obviously I have no idea what's going on in my life. I don't even know who's watching the kids. It's just-
Well, yeah, that might be more important.
just
than
completely
knowing
flying
where
blind
your
here.
wife is.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Oh, wow.
I mean, did I have to pay
Okay,
for
so-
this? What I don't understand.
So hopefully selfishly, hopefully it takes a while because we don't want to end the night here and run into the
Oh,
post
God.
T-Mobile traffic.
That is very
there.
true. Ed Sheeran's there, Diplo, Jelly
Yeah,
Roll,
the iHeart.
Hello Cool J, Mariah Carey,
Oh my
Maroon
goodness.
5, The Offspring, Tim McGraw.
10
This
seconds.
is like a major concert. These tickets had to be a lot of money.
The Offspring, all due respect, I'm not too familiar with them, but they're still relevant enough to be
No
like
shot
at
they're
a
relevant.
iHeart
I mean,
festival
maybe.
like this.
But they're kind of doing a lot of the, like the bands or groups or singers that were like when we came up, probably when you and I were in high school. Like, you know, you got the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Like,
Yeah, a lot of
you
the
know, you got a lot of
Renaissances.
that is like coming back for the millennials. You know, getting them back out there. I think I saw there's some recent concerts with, you know, Blink 182. I
Yeah.
know Oasis did a thing, you know, recently. So kind of all that
All-American
age group.
Rejects is
Yeah,
going
All
all
American
around with the weird
Rejects. I
performances
actually
of
love
different
what they're
styles.
doing. With
I
the
think it's a
whole,
great
like,
idea. It's genius.
going to the college parties and
Set up a couple speakers
Oh,
and go.
oh my gosh. But I was also actually surprised that current college students know who the All American Rejects
Yeah,
are.
yeah, same.
But I guess they do because everyone's into it. Moreno going to open this button for sure. 10-9. 10-7 for the doctor. He's in there. We might be getting someone. Here we go. Anju Abral, believe she won a Satellites yesterday, if I remember my notes correctly from the
think you're
Satellite
right.
winners.
Played with her a little bit today. Very, very nice. Good to have her here on the PGT.
I played with her at the Win
Okay.
when she was playing, her son was playing. We both, or all three of us made day 2, and both of them were at the same table
Wow.
with me.
That's
And then their daughter was also playing, and she bubbled.
Really?
She bubbled the night before.
Oh, my family affair. Love
Yeah.
it. She scored a KO earlier, busting at Bin Dwan. I believe that's his name. With
Thanks.
the Ace Jack
Thanks.
versus the Ace Queen. Found the Jack ball on her way.
Last time I was in a feature table, I got busted in 3 hands.
All right, let's try to do a little better.
Just got to make it to 4.
I wasn't looking forward to being here.
That's you.
There were 15 total Satellite winners to this opening event of the Poker Masters. There's another $560 Satellite coming up on Monday, I believe. Maybe I'll hop into that one.
There we go.
You mean the cards?
Not to beat the
Or
record.
chips?
You.
20.
As always, you guys can check pgt.com/schedule for not only the PGT schedule, but the Satellite offering is on there as well. If you want to play PLO, we got some PLO satellites around the corner too, so be sure to check it out.
Is the 560 satellite maybe tomorrow? Because it's an event 2 Monday, and that's the last.
It
of
might
the
be
5
tomorrow.
days?
Honestly, I have kind of no idea when it is. Once again, I'm just flying completely blind here. I can't do math. I don't know where my wife and kids are, and I obviously don't know the
Just
work
clueless on the
schedule. It is tomorrow. So Sunday, 1 p.m., inside the Aria Poker Room, a $560 buy-in satellite. 1 in 10 will win a seat to event number 2 of the Poker Masters. As Jeff corrected me, that will start on Monday here in the studio. So if you're not too busy, if you're in the area, come on down to the Aria Poker Room, take a shot in that satellite. It does have 2 seats guaranteed.
Okay.
So at least 2 people are making it through. The last 2 seat guarantee gave away 6 seats. So I would guess that it's going to go over.
It is a wonderful entry path to get you in the mix here at the PokerGo Studio. And a real, I kept thinking about this today, a real VIP experience when you're playing. Just nothing like playing in the PokerGo Studio. They just treat you so well. Top-notch staff, dealers, food service.
Here we take a look at the PGT leaderboard. The top 5 on your screen. Michael Mizrachi, as we just talked about, is the current front runner, 2250, but he needs a third cash. Alex Foxen, Sam Sobral, Nick Schulman, Daniyal Gheba are all in the top 5. You guys can check out the full leaderboard over at pgt.com/leaderboard. The most important thing as it pertains to the leaderboard is finishing in the top 40, because that will qualify you for the PGT $1 Million Championship. As we take a look around the rest of the room, and I know our YouTube mod, Christy, will be
Yeah,
happy with this
Christy, there you
shot
go.
because we got Nick Schulman front and center
himself.
there. I don't know half the people at this table.
Yeah, really. Jeremy Iyer. That's a sick at USC sweater. I saw my guy earlier. Oh, we get a flop cam here?
There we go. Saw Neil Warren at that table. Steven Song was in seat 1. Looked like he had a lot of chips too. Nick Schulman, of course, is there. You mentioned Jeremy Iyer in seat 2. I forget the gentleman in seat 3's name, but I know he final tabled something recently here. I think it was PGT Bounty Blitz. So once again, I'm just totally out to lunch on things. Schulman probably feels pretty good coming off the Bud Crawford win.
I would say so. I mean, it's a fight that he diagnosed perfectly on Nick Wright's podcast.
That was an incredible podcast.
Yeah.
I really do hope Nick Wright is able to push forward with his motivation to get Nick involved in more boxing commentary, you know, whether it be picks, strategy, just kind of laying it all out. Whatever it is, gambling or not, that would just be too good.
10 seconds.
Good for Nick, good for us, good for boxing.
And here, good for Andrew Moreno.
Yeah.
Flops the nut flush. And he has Joey Weissman leading into him, 37K on the turn. Moreno calls, Queen of Hearts on the river, 129K in the middle.
$33.
33.
I like this. Just go small. You're going to fold out some slightly better hands, and that's really the only goal here. Looks like you have a 5 with a 4 and just trying to block, and maybe ace highs fold.
Time extension.
Sometimes you just run into the goods.
One time extension being used for Moreno. Each of those time extension cards gets you an additional 30 seconds. The rules of the clock are 20 seconds pre-flop on your first action, 30 seconds on everything else. You start with 6 time
210,000.
extensions.
110.
Big raise here from Moreno, 210 announced. Nothing Weisman can do here. Moreno's going to take that one.
Back up to 462,000.
On day 1A, they finished at the 30K, 60K level, so that'll give you an idea of how
When do we,
far these players have to go.
Time base? Is it in the money, or how
I
does
thought
it
it
work?
might have been tomorrow, but
Average stack to wrap up day 1A was, I think, 14.5 big blinds.
Wow, so there will be some action to start
Yeah.
day 2.
Shore finds ace 10 here under the gun off 11.5 bigs, and he is all in. No action. And just as Shore goes into the big blind. The blinds are going up 6K, 12K, 12K big blind ante.
Hate to correct you again after your recent
Oh my
streak.
God.
30K big blind.
Oh, 30K.
18 minutes left.
You know why I thought 60K? Because I know that David Baker raised to 60K on the final hand.
Yeah,
from under the gun.
yeah, when they got the chips in.
Oh, so literally everything I did today was wrong. Like I'm
Yeah, you're on a roll.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, so the average stack is 28 big blinds tomorrow. Once again, wrong. Just all over the map today. So it won't be as fast tomorrow. I mean, not that 28 big blind average is the deepest stack in the world, but still plenty of maneuverability. And again, we don't know the full payouts yet. We do know the prize pool is 2.39 million. We have an idea that first place will be around 250,000 or so. But we need to make sure that we get through with the correct amount of players. Because if something were to happen where multiple players bust on the final hand of the night, they would have to adjust those payouts because you do have to bag chips to make the money. That I know is right. That you do not have to correct me on. Shore defending here, queen 3, it comes 7-5-4, rainbow, 1 diamond. Let's see how Shore wants to proceed here. He's kind of connected here, but also kind of handcuffed by his stack size, so it's a little bit tricky. Comes with a call.
Take notes, though, on how he navigates it if you're watching at home. You just, when you have, 12-ish bigs, you don't always just have to be all in pre-flop. He doesn't have to jam, he can just defend. On the flop, he doesn't have to check jam or fold, he can check call. The way that these pros have started to navigate these short stacks over the last couple years, really noteworthy and something that we can all learn from.
Shore picks up a favorable turn card here, 4 of diamonds.
Time extension. Seconds.
18,000 is the lead.
It's pretty crafty. Perhaps would lead like this with a 4 in hand. We can see that Joey really has nothing, but I think you get the king highs to go into the muck, some ace highs, some better queen highs. It's just nicely done by Shannon Shore.
Shore's going to stack those chips, and this is going to allow me to tell you about Jeff's favorite promo.
Ah, yes, I love this one.
True Classic and PokerGO are giving away 15 packages to come out to Las Vegas and play in the PokerGO Studio at the beginning of December. 15 packages, each one is worth $5,000. All you have to do is go to trueclassictees.com/TCPokerGO and tell us your poker story. So tell us about your journey in the game, tell us about why you got into it, what poker means to you, all that sort of good stuff. And maybe you're going to be picked as one of 15 winners. Ryan, the co-founder of True Classic Tees, he really wants to give people out there their opportunity to achieve and live out their poker dreams. So that was his impetus behind working with us on this giveaway. It is an entirely True Classic sponsored event in December. It is called the Rags to Riches, $3,300 buy-in. You'll also get travel and hotel. I think you get a True Classic swag bag in there too. So trueclassictees.com/TCPokerGo.
25.
Another event we might have to play.
Might have to get in there.
I mean,
Do we have dates yet for that one?
December 2nd through 5th. Kind of right before the big win series,
big-
like gets fully underway.
72,000.
Abrahl here on the button, attacking with a raise, 25K, and Moreno attacking right back.
That big little.
Yeah, kind of the big
You
little.
love.
The big little started with ace, like 5, 4, etc. Then it was king, 7, 6, 5, and now it's queen. In about a month, we're going to be at a jack.
Yep.
Then we might be at a 10.
Yep.
It's just gonna keep on evolving. Probably gonna be at 7-3 pretty soon. Well, you know they can open a lot of 7s on the button, so
You block a lot of the.
I block the best 7s.
You
You know,
unblock
8-7
6,
suited,
5, 6.
7-6. Like those are the best 7s to have. So my 7-3. Let's go. High carding one player here to move them off of the feature
It's been
table.
a good table for me anyway. It's too big.
We're losing the doctor.
Oh, the good doctor.
Michael Brinkenhoff is heading out to the main room.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Class act.
Appreciate everyone who is tuning in on PokerGo.com, on the PokerGo YouTube channel, and elsewhere. My name is Donnie Peters. I got Jeff Platt alongside of me. Day 1B coverage here of the Poker Masters $1 Million Showcase. This event, $5,300 buy-in, $1 million prize pool guarantee. By the way, I just realized I messed up again.
Come on.
All I do
What
is
did you do this time?
I said the prize pool is 2.39 million, but it's not. It's 1.1 whatever
Right.
because
Okay.
it's 5K, not a 10K. I am literally. I've had 7 mistakes today. Thankfully, my bosses are probably not watching,
And it's early in the series.
but I know producer Aiden in the back is for sure like tallying them up and just shaking his head every single time I screw something up. But you know, it is what it is. I didn't sleep well last night. That's the problem. I legit did not sleep well. I was honestly worried about this
Nice
freaking
excuse.
guarantee. And
Oh,
I did
that
not.
kept you up?
Oh
Your
yes,
job
for sure.
status.
I was like, this is ridiculous. How are we even like? How is this even
Were you-
close
were
to
you really-
jeopardy?
Were you really sweating it?
Yes, because I've never seen anything like what I saw in this event for the past 2 days. You know, we've had 5Ks here in the studio as part of all the series, whether it be Cup, USPO, Poker Masters, and you get 150 to 180 entries. I mean, it just seemed like nobody was busting and re-entering.
Guys, you know?
And that's just pure variance in doing
You're
an
very
event like
unlucky
this.
yesterday.
Yeah, so, and even today, not a lot of people were firing re-entries. So I don't know if everyone out there is just broke and they're like playing this like it's their last dollar. I don't know what's going on. The structure's faster. You only start with 125
30
big blinds,
minutes.
so
Yeah.
you would expect people to fire, but
Well, I was at Ben Wang and Martin Zamani's table, so there was plenty of firing.
I mean, I saw Ben Wayne go to the cage multiple times, so he was certainly firing away.
10 seconds.
I feel like one of us is right, for sure. Maybe both.
Eric in the YouTube chat saying my math has the prize pool at 1.195. That's correct. I'm wildly off.
100.
Raise 100.
Big little.
Oh yes. Sweet for You said, this was quite literally my last 5K bullet in my bankroll.
Wow.
I mean, I think it was mine too, and maybe Jeff's.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I feel that.
That's why we're now in the
Can't
booth.
play a while
we have
for
to
a while
we have to
now.
replenish. Take us about 45 commentary days to get back there, but we'll get there.
Cup, yeah.
Weisman makes the call. Queen 9 deuce, 1 club, or sorry, 2 clubs. Halverson was the pre-flop 3-better, first to act here out of the big blind.
Check.
Halverson comes with the check. Sweet for You, by the way, is Drake Kemper,
Oh, I got you. What's up, Jerry?
who busted Clyde Gaskins
Oh, no.
today, and I'm sure he's
Busted
going to be
Clyde
a very
Glide.
popular person around the studio.
Yeah, really.
So it might be a good thing that that was your last 5K bullet, because I'm not sure you'd be welcome
Sure.
back in here, Drake.
Drake Clyde is going to bring that up every time he deals to you.
Action did go check, check. 5 of diamonds on the turn. Halverson leads for 80K. This is one of those spots you kind of talked about earlier, Jeff, where, you know, the pre-flop 3-better didn't bet the flop, but is now betting the turn, and it's still somewhat believable that they can have some sort of value hand there, and Joey puts those 4s, which were the best hand, into the muck.
I was in line with Clyde earlier today to register, and he said, "Hey, these guys they can 3-bet me if they want, but I'll tell you what, if they 3-bet me, I'm just going to send them to the cage." So I hope he at least busted one of the pros and sent them to the cage to re-enter.
I hope so too. Definitely hope so too.
Seconds.
$27.
27.
I've got a question for you and for the good people in the chat. We saw Dr. B leave this feature table. Now, while playing against him at the Venetian, Dr. B slow rolled me. I was all in, thin value. So when he started tanking, I wanted him to call. Long story short, he calls, turns over the nuts.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was a bit confused. Now, it was obviously longer in my mind, but it was probably 10 to 15 seconds of him just sitting there with the nuts and then calling. Now, the question is, do I get him back if presented with a slow roll opportunity in the future?
Well, was he aware he slow rolled you?
When I asked him about it, he said something like, well, I was just surprised that I got there, that I had that kind of a hand.
Oh, then 100%.
Okay.
I mean, clearly
I
he's
do think
aware
he
that
knew
he
that he
slow
had the-
rolled, so then
yeah,
it is
right,
well within your right to
Okay.
return the
I'd
favor.
have to go for it.
I mean, definitely.
Like that was here.
Drake saying that it was a brutal cooler against Clyde. He flatted his open.
10 seconds in. God.
And he had kings and Drake had aces.
Oh.
I believe they got all the money in on the turn. And I watched.
something
Clyde
all
was
the
not
way
happy to
to
see those aces turn
Oh,
over.
no.
Blind versus blind here. Weisman calls. King 10 suited. Abrawl checks back in the big blind. Jack 10 deuce, all diamonds. Top pair for Abrawl. Second pair for Joey.
I mean this with all due respect because I do enjoy what they do, but
All in.
Novig probably needs a better patch game.
Is that a pat? You know
Yo,
what it looks
whoa,
like?
is
It
it a
looks like
sticker?
it looks
A
like a
pin?
pin. And A-Brawl just moves all in
Rips
for
it in there.
230K.
That'll do.
Listen, not gonna take any chances.
Yeah.
Top pair. All right,
Wanna
let's
see
go.
another diamond come
If you
along?
got a diamond, I
10?
mean, you want to gamble, fine. You got to pay a hefty price.
Hello, Jim.
Who we got?
Jim.
Welcome.
Hopefully Jim gives us some sports betting tips while he's here. Got about 15 minutes left in this level.
Big sports bettor, Jim Agat?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He paints the board.
Okay. Plays a lot around town.
Yeah, we see him all the time.
Oh, yes. I believe he
Finishing
won
wins
the satellite
6-1
last night.
Guys, I think I saw his name on
Yeah.
the list.
Doesn't normally
dude.
play in here, so
Right.
it would make sense. But he plays pretty much everything else around town.
Raise.
Raise 25.
Okay. A little bit of momentum here, picking up the ace king.
22 bigs here for A-Brawl, 22, 23, so probably expect this just to go in.
Time extension.
All in.
There it is.
There we go.
All in.
Run him over.
Pull.
Fold from Shore, fold from Halverson, and another pickup for A-Brawl there. So, well, she's definitely made it past 3 hands.
That's right. She's had a better outing this time.
Much better outing than the last time when she said she was on a feature table and busted in 3 hands. So doing well here so far and chipping up on these most recent 2 hands. Not an easy spot for her to be in. You know, some absolute killers at this feature
Right.
table. The plan for today is to get down to the final 19 players. The plan for the stream is we'll likely kill it at hand for hand.
Makes
Just as
sense.
you guys
What we
did last night.
Yeah.
I really liked how you ended that. I wasn't expecting it. It was perfect.
Oh, good. I don't even remember. And it was just last night.
There you go. It's good to have a short memory.
It's tough. When you get to hand for hand, you know, we want to be fair to all of the players, and you want players to kind of be able to see if there are short stacks around, and so I think it's the right time to cut it, as this Triangle Studio is a little bit isolated
Oh, you've been in here.
from our main room.
3 levels?
Maybe 2 levels,
Oh,
3
wow.
levels.
I didn't know they started that. What the delay is? It's an hour delay or half?
Something like that. That sounds right.
10 seconds.
Believe the plan is at the upcoming break, whenever that heck is, to switch out the tables. We'll have no actual breaks here on the stream. The power of technology will just cut that
Beautiful.
right out.
10 seconds.
I know these players haven't been talking much, but there's been a lot of action. Pretty
That's
much
true.
every
We've seen
single
some
hand
big
has
hands, yeah.
been big. So
That's why I love the day 1 coverage so much.
Weissman and Moreno going to tangle again. 10-4 deuce. Weisman defending out of the big blind. Or sorry, Moreno defending out of the big blind. Weisman made it 24K.
Seconds. 17.
It just pains Moreno to check fold. electric atmosphere. That's what Brent always says. I just had a chance to say that. It's a little quiet.
Well, I mean, Brent was supposed to be here, so you just got to fill
that's
the
right.
role.
That's right.
He's the one who bailed.
Raise.
25.
King Jack O for Halverson makes it 25.
Brenda texts me, says, I can't feel my face.
Wow,
So best of luck to
lovely.
Brent moving forward. Maybe he'll be out the rest of the series.
I mean, I know the pain he's in when you have kids. They just come home with all
Yeah,
different
they're
types of
sick and
diseases.
you
It's
get
just,
sick.
it's just ridiculous.
Also, like, we can't cure the cold yet. I mean, all these advancements in technology and AI, and we just,
10 seconds.
you can't find anything to
Yeah,
get rid
just
of
the
the
common cold, man. You know,
The
just
common cold just kills you for a week? I don't get it. Just don't get it.
Deng defends out of the big blind. Same hand as Halverson. Queen 5-4.
24.
24,000 announced.
Seconds.
60.
60.
Check raise from Deng makes it 60K.
Beautiful. Jack of hearts in hand. Has the backdoor straight draw. Get some better hands to fold. Can go small on the raise sizing. Just a heck of a player.
If you want to become a heck of a player, then check out Octopi Poker at octopipoker.ai. It is the next generation study system for everyone, from casual players to elite pros like Steven Chidwick. It's fun to use. It is completely affordable. They have a special offer running right now, promo code MASTERS.
I believe so. That's what Victoria posted on social media.
Okay, then that works.
That'll get you 20% off.
Lovely.
Annual
Full of
pricing.
features over at octopipoker.ai. My favorite thing is the vault. They take final tables from PokerGO, they inject them into their platform, their system, and then they spit them all out with all the different outputs and solvers. And you can study. If you're a player, you can see how you would have played. You know, if you want to look up, you know, how Andrew Moreno maybe played, or Clenen Deng, or whoever it is, you can see exactly how they played, how they should have played. You can learn from it. So. Really cool stuff they're building there over at Octopi Poker. And they're still pretty young, too.
Absolutely, just 2 years in, and along
Yeah.
these lines, you can also step into the shoes of Alex Foxen, a Steven Chidwick, and like just play the hands that they were dealt in this awesome trainer system. It just makes studying fun. It's like playing a video game, and you learn a lot from it. It makes you a better player. I know you take notes on a lot of hands, and I try to do the same and then look those up through Octopi. And it's a pretty easy to use system. It's not that intimidating.
We do have about 5 minutes left before we're going to swap out the tables. Looks like Clenen Deng's about to take a nap. Wake up, sir.
Take a quick nap on that break. What's next for you
Raise.
playing-wise?
Raise 25.
Any idea?
There's some stuff at the Win in October.
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to remember what the schedule was.
classic.
I'm definitely going to play some of the NAPT Las Vegas stuff in the beginning of November,
Perfect.
of which the PGT will be involved for the high rollers.
There we go.
So that'll be a lot of points up for grabs for these players.
10 seconds.
There's going to be a special leaderboard for that as well, with the Dream Seat going to the leaderboard winner. So a cool offering there.
So does that mean the main event will be a PGT
The main
event?
doesn't count.
Okay,
It's
got
all the
it, got it,
10K
got it,
plus. And then, did you know that you and I can win a seat to that main event because we played the showcase?
Oh yeah. When's the big drawing?
I believe it's tomorrow.
Live
all
on
of
air,
the-
on stream, or what?
It's up to the
broadcast that
it's up to
one.
the commish.
The
Tim
commish
Duckworth.
needs to get on camera
The
more,
commish
you
needs to
know?
get back
That's
to Vegas. I don't even know where he
Is
is.
he not in Vegas playing rugby or something?
He
We're
did
getting rid of
text
the
me this
ball.
morning. He said,
Yeah,
should have stayed
yeah.
in Vegas. Got our asses kicked. But yeah, all of the unique players that played in this opening event,
Oh,
the
one
Poker Masters
time.
$1 Million Showcase, are entered into a drawing to win a seat into the NAPT Las Vegas main event that is in partnership with PokerStars. I will also add that in partnership with PokerStars, they have gold passes and they have silver passes
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
NAPT Las Vegas. 2 silver passes are going to be up for grabs for PokerGo annual subscribers. So
Wow.
if you are an annual
Wow.
subscriber, you're going to be entered into that drawing. If you want to become an annual subscriber, you can. You will be entered into that drawing. And that silver pass, I believe, gets you a trip out to Las Vegas.
It's
and-
nice.
And you get entered into a 100K free roll taking place at NAPT Las Vegas.
Damn.
So a lot of cool little good value there. I mean, NAPT Las Vegas is one of the best series, for sure.
It's a great series. I really enjoy playing in it.
But I'm probably going to play some stuff at the Win. They got, what is it, the Fall Classic coming up. I'll play some of that stuff. I know it does happen during our PGT PLO series and whatnot, so may not be able to get over there in full, but I'll do what I can. NAPT Las Vegas, yes. There's I believe it's the Ante Up Championship or something taking place at Venetian right
Oh,
after
okay.
NAPT Las Vegas. That's a $1,600 buy-in. So that'll be good to play, and then of course, try and play a lot of stuff for the WPT World Championship at the Win. It's like there's too much poker. Like, I mean, I like it, yes, but I'm also like, can my bankroll just take a little bit of a break here?
Well, it's funny you say that because I was going to bring up, you know, we talk about the more studied player, but when it comes to like studying time versus actual playing time, your ratio is probably pretty crazy.
10 seconds.
Like, you look at a lot of stuff you study, but it's not like you've been able to put in that much tournament volume.
Yeah, and I've gotten like this newfound love for studying for the past year, and I like it. But then I also know that like you have to play. Like you can't just study, right? So it's tricky, and part of playing tournaments is what I like to play. You know, you have to just put in volume. Some of it is literally just a volume game.
Time extended.
So I know that I have to get the experience, and I want to get out there and work on some things. And then also, like, I want to get the volume to hopefully, like, realize whatever I can realize, but it's just so hard to do it. But it is what it is, and I'll get my reps in where I can. Of course.
Turn these mics off, or they turn off when we're out of the studio?
Want to play online poker for free? With Play Poker Go, you get the thrill of authentic poker anytime, anywhere. From quick casual games to action-packed tournaments, Play Poker Go lets you compete against real players around the globe, all for free. No bots, no gimmicks, just pure poker fun. Hone your skills and enjoy the poker experience you love. Explore Play Poker Go on web, iOS, and Android. Deal yourself in now.
Welcome back, everyone. PokerGo's Day 1B coverage of the Poker Masters $1 Million Showcase. We got a new feature table here today. Gregory Brown is up on top. Jeremy Ausmus, Sam Soverell, Cherish Andrews, Justin Zaki, and Brock Wilson. My name is Donnie Peters. I got Jeff Platt alongside me. If you guys are unfamiliar with Gregory Brown, who is sitting in the 5-seat
have the same
backwards
cards,
white
Jeff?
cap and glasses, he made a deep run at the PGT Venetian Las Vegas Classic. Very entertaining player in terms of his playing style. He will get after it. He got kind of buck wild against my guy Jeff here with the ace-4 off.
Yeah. 4-bet jammed.
4-bet jammed on Jeff. Jeff quickly made the call with ace-king and held.
Great call.
I saw multiple instances where Gregory Brown was opening 7-deuce, did not seem to care about hand selection at times, so this could be really fun with him having a million in chips here.
I generally would think you wouldn't want them thinner for RFID cards. I think you'd want them like more durable.
10 seconds.
Because they're more expensive, right?
I'll start this one off with a fun one. Jacks for Cherish. Ausmus, poker's latest vlogger, as everyone's been
what's up with that?
everyone's been clowning him in the studio for 2 days.
Have you talked to him about it? What's the plan? Just to create a poker vlog?
Yeah,
Some content?
he's been talking about it for a while, to be honest. Whether or not he should try it, whether or not he wants to get into it, he's kind of on the fence about it for a long time. But he is diving in. He did apply ahead of the series with Commissioner Tim Duckworth for vlogging credentials. So like he is able to, you know, have his phone on the table, which he has been. He's got a little stand with him. He's been filming everything. I saw him put on Twitter today that he's looking for a video editor. But he also did say today that, you know, he doesn't necessarily know if he's going to be able to keep it up. It is a lot of work to do it. But, you know, he's gonna give it a go for now, and we'll see. I think the best way to go for someone like Ausmus, if I was giving him some advice, is seems like a player who's got the means to just outsource. You know, just take the video and send it off to your team and say, make this for me. Here, Ausmus with the best of it.
That is absolutely what I would do if I were Ausmus. I would just
play the Venetian
pay somebody to do this, pay somebody to do that, pay somebody to do that.
10 seconds.
So
Here's the raw footage.
Yeah.
Do with it what you will.
Ausmus going to try and get some value here on the end.
And it could actually do really well. I mean, think about the strictly high roller tournaments. See, not poker overall, not the cash games, not the lower buy-in tournaments. How many vloggers do we have? We have Negreanu during the series, and that's it, unless Wolfgang jumps in 1 or 2, you know, Triton events a year.
10 seconds.
Seth Davies has started to create some content. But like the door is maybe open.
His cards? No.
Those cards are very expensive, yes. The RFID cards are very expensive per deck. I don't know the exact price, but they are expensive. Please don't mess them up.
Very close.
Really? I've never seen Jeremy show his cards.
He doesn't. He doesn't
So,
All I know is a good river fold. I don't know about pre though.
15.
I panicked with the time and called.
You guys are both full of shit.
30.
Raise to 30.
Jeremy at ace jack and Cherish had 2 9s.
I mean, that's pretty damn close.
That's about as
What
close
in
as
the
you're going
world?
to get.
I mean, that.
I got both hands wrong.
No, you did not. That is.
I mean, the jacks very much just like 2 9s there.
They'll take
So
that neither player had ace jack or 9s.
What can we?
All 30.
10s and ace jack.
And just spot on the Ausmus call.
Player calls. Three players.
Zachy with a raise here, 30K.
Being truthful about.
We are playing 10K, 15K. Called in
That's
2
true,
spots.
That's true. I could be in line too.
Could be some fun here.
It's always a possibility.
Brown is double gutted with a flush draw. Cherish Andrews flops top pair. Zachy's got some backdoor stuff working, 2 overs, and he's just going to fire anyway.
60.
I played with both Zachy and Andrews on day 1A. Zachy bluffed me in a spot with the best hand. That when he told me the hand, I was like, well, why would you do that? But okay. Cherish played extremely well. She's very tough to play against.
I played with both Cherish and Zachy on day 1B.
Free online poker.
They have a site now?
Competitor to Zynga. I think it's been a thing for like a few months. I think it's pretty new.
PlayPokerGo.com. You should get on there, Sam Soverall.
All in.
By the way,
I mean, here we go.
Hey, you said
Gregory Brown.
These cards are marked. Like, see all that?
Oh yeah, I see that one.
Both of them?
No, that
This
one.
one. Like you can't fill it though, which is odd, but you can see it. Usually you can fill it.
No, not both of them. Just the one.
Just this one.
Cherish is going to give it up with a little bit of a shrug
I
there.
can't see it.
Aggression pays for Gregory Brown.
Yeah, I mean, a hand like this is just
this one,
best case for
yeah, it's right
Cherish.
there.
And even then, as you saw, she was about to flip. Otherwise, she could just be absolutely crushed.
It's that one. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah, it's mine.
To just jump off what you were saying about Cherish Andrews, I mean, she puts her opponents in so many tough spots. It's what I, of course, noticed today. It's what you, of course, noticed yesterday. It's what we've noticed throughout the last couple years, really. Dynamic player, ton of fun to watch.
She's had a lot of success this year, as she has had in recent years, but this year, winning a couple of high rollers, doing very well with stuff. So, Cherish is great.
All in.
Players all in.
Ausmus moves all in from the small blind here, attacking Justin Zachy's big blind. Zachy gives it up. You know, some of the conversation on day 1A with Cherish and Justin Zachy and myself involved Justin Zachy does not drink water, like at all.
What?
At one point he said,
No way.
he said, well, I drink Gatorade Zero, that has water in it.
But
Very weird. Very,
Alright.
very, very, very weird. Heads will roll in Global Poker's Hydra tournament with this offer that is on your screen. Your first decapitation is free. For 50 bucks, you can get 250,000 gold coins, 50 free sweeps coins, and a sweeps coin Hydra satellite entry. Play smart, and you could be staring down the 150,000 sweeps coins guaranteed final. Don't wait because the offer ends October 2nd. Head on over to globalpoker.com and use the promo code POKERMASTERS50. All one word. Terms and conditions do apply. Another one there for Gregory Brown. Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation. Justin Zachy doesn't drink water, and according to Cherish, Brock Wilson, you know, doesn't really manage stuff at home the best, meaning
Well,
like
that I could see.
like he drinks a lot of Coke, an example that she gave. And at one point she said he opened the fridge and said, "We have a really serious problem here." She said, "What's that?" He said, "There's no cold Cokes." Because he's not the type of person to realize that he took one out and it was the last one and then
Could
put
just
more
go
in.
get some
So stuff like
more,
that.
yeah.
He ran out of body wash like that
And
day.
just-
And he was like, "I ran out of body wash."
This
And
is a
she's like,
problem.
"You didn't
She's
like,
yeah.
you didn't realize it was getting low and you kept picking it up. You didn't tell me so I could order it, you know, all that sort of stuff."
We raised to 110.
Brown getting after it here. And Brown and Ausmus played together, I believe, deep in the Venetian
Oh,
event.
sure, that
So
makes sense.
some history there, I would imagine.
Jeremy finished 7th in that one, punted it off at the final table.
Yes, I was not a fan of that bluff. but who am I to question Jeremy
Right,
Ausmus?
and we always respect going for the win. Like, you know, you can't win with that hand unless you try.
But he also afterwards, he
acknowledged
did
it,
say,
right?
and he said, that was a bad card for me to bluff, but sometimes you're just there with Jack high, and you're like, well, what am I going to do
Right,
now?
what am I supposed to do, check?
My feet don't touch.
We missed Brock Wilson and Cherish Andrews during the Venetian stuff, at least towards the latter half when they showed up for the high rollers. They were at Adam Hendricks' wedding. Congratulations to him.
Raise
Getting
to
hitched.
35.
Congratulations indeed.
Brown active again. This time ace-8 of clubs. 35K. Zaki finds Jack 10 suited. He's going to sail it in.
What is it, 200?
Brown doesn't like the fold button.
No, I mean, this is kind of close here, I guess.
Yeah, probably lean fold.
It's always harder when you're in the shoes of Brown as an active player. You know, I'm
True.
sure you've been at plenty of tables where you're like the active player, and then people jam on you, and you're like, are they just taking advantage of me because I'm raising every hand? And then that makes you want to kind of call a little bit lower down in your range.
It's a great point. You move down 2 pips. Normally you call here like ace-10 suited, and then you're like, you know what, ace-8 suited maybe looks better.
Yeah, but you know, most of the time they just have it. That's
Right,
just
right.
that's just how it is. Brown does give it up though. Zaki gets that one through.
A lot of times you and I will read so much into something and be like, well, they just have it.
Yeah, they just
always
always, they literally
have
just
it. We try to
always
like
have it.
overcut. Well, they could have the king of diamonds in hand, and you.
Yeah.
No, they just have the nuts.
Are you going to Bahamas? Sam, Bahamas? Are you going to go? Did you go? Was it last year you went? Almost 2 years ago.
When is it?
December.
When is it?
WSOP shit.
0
I mean, what?
Yeah, no chance, Software. I'm shocked to hear that he went 2
What
years
did you
ago.
get
Are
an
you?
invite to like the 500K?
30.
Raise 30.
That was the time that you killed Watson's hands.
Nah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last time.
Did you hear about this?
He straight mucked a PLO hand, right?
Yeah, he like grabbed it and just threw it face down like he does in here sometimes.
So it calls.
But the thing is, the dealer called the floor, and the floor came over and told him, "You're dead. You're out of it. You're eliminated." That's what they told Watson. They wouldn't let him put it face up and everything or anything.
They eliminated him from the
They
turn.
said, "You're out, sir. You gotta go."
25.
They had to call the higher up, and even Sam was telling him, "It's okay. We know what he had. He shouldn't be eliminated."
Call.
Do you know Watson well?
Probably not.
I mean, it's one thing to do that stuff here in the studio where everyone knows Sam
Right,
Soverell's
right.
antics and they know what he's up
But with
against.
the international staff,
He's just out there in the wild, just killing hands. I mean,
Kissy.
Whatever.
We all almost just made it into the money.
right, the turn card.
Our table's
here.
frozen for like quite literally the entire level.
Yeah, they didn't stop the tournament.
They didn't stop anything.
Yeah.
Actually, on the way out, he's like,
50.
pause the clock. Like, I don't know who he was talking about. He was the floor guy. And he just announced, pause the clock. And then he just disappeared and everyone played for another 30 minutes. And we just sat there and stared at each other.
Who won the all-in?
I did. He was like dead. Realistically, he was pretty dead. It was on the flop and Pilo, and he had like, he used to do 6-6 double or something. Just nothing.
Software just mucked it.
Okay.
He had like backdoor diamonds or like a 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Player call.
Zaki coming along here on the turn. Brown did bet 50K. 3 of diamonds on the river. Fairly interesting hand. Zaki raised, Brown called. Brown check called the flop and then led turn.
All in.
And now he's going to lead jam, and Zaki snaps him off with the flush.
10 seconds.
Justin Zaki, the king high flush, picks off Gregory Brown. And Zaki's going to score a double.
170.
Beautifully played by Zaki to get the max. Don't hate it from Brown. Probably has plenty of bluffs there, so in that situation he gets called by worse a lot. But that time he just runs right into the goods.
Have you decided what you're doing, Jeremy?
I've been saying all. Oh, one break. I've been saying all year I'm not going to go because I don't want to. I'm trying to psych myself up all year.
Yeah.
And then have people be like, hold me accountable for it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you said
I
you
mean,
were
I've
going.
heard you say it.
But yeah, I've told everybody. But then it's like I looked at the win schedule and I looked at the schedule.
think
it's
I'm
like,
the button.
You're the button.
I'm probably
I am,
gonna
yeah.
You're gonna go?
go. I guess. Might be my last hurrah.
Yesterday
I
he
saved
wasn't
some
going to
of
go,
this
by the way.
tax law change.
Donnie, let me tell you what's
Yeah.
going to happen. At the beginning of WSOP Paradise, I'm going to be strolling in.
But I get it, dude.
Yeah, 'cause you're going.
Probably wouldn't
Yeah,
like my
with
kids
a
either.
backpack,
I'll just disappear
rolling my bags, my
don't
fiance's
wanna go.
bags. I'm going to see Jeremy, who's just going to be walking out of his presidential suite with a butler right next to him and on his way to win 100K. 100K buy-in, not just
Yeah,
$100,000.
of course. Quick look at the upcoming events on the PGT. We got a satellite for the PLO series on October 13th. We got the PGT PLO series to follow. If you want to play a bigger satellite, you can play a 10K satellite for the Super High Rollerball PLO because that's coming up October 27th through 29th. NAPT Las Vegas. There will be 8 events as part of the NAPT Las Vegas schedule that count towards the PGT. So lots and lots and lots of stuff coming up on the PGT, of
I mean,
course.
if they're trying to do like backhanded stuff like that,
You guys
just
can
leave
check
it
it
in
out,
there in case
pgt.com/schedule.
It's probably like if they're going to overlay, they'll take the 3%,
Yeah,
and if
maybe
not,
so.
they'll do the right thing.
Someone said it was there last year, and they asked them, and it was like, no, it's standard rake that's listed. But why would that even be on there? You know, because it
Yeah.
says of the price. It's not of the plus.
Oh, we got the queen
rate
here?
part, It's of
And they
the
didn't
price,
s-
so they can take up to 3%.
We do.
Let's go.
It's I guarantee it's so they can see
A
that
lot
if
of
it's
chips too,
gonna
750K.
Yes, indeed.
Otherwise, they'll try and be good people.
So I take it from Ausmus's comments that he's not a fan of the win schedule for WPT or for the
Well,
WPT World
I think
Championship.
just from his very specific
So
high
I don't
roller
all
like
their little
perspective.
shenanigans, like,
Well, I
which is
also know
fair.
that
Like,
last
they
year he
change
came
the
back
structure.
early
He came
from
back early,
Bahamas,
yeah.
and he was like, I couldn't take it anymore.
He didn't play the main, right, at the Bahamas?
I believe
it was
so.
something like
He
that.
was like, he was over it. He's like, I'm out of here.
It's so weird. You're there, and there's a 25K.
That's probably gonna happen
50
again.
mil.
It's probably
Yeah,
gonna happen
yeah.
again. He's gonna go, and then he's gonna get there. He's like, why did I do this again? I'm going back.
It's day 1A of a 25K, 60 mil.
They're scammed.
He was
Had a
just
good
talking yesterday about how,
I
you know,
would've
he
called
hasn't
this
booked that
before.
early bird offer that they
That's what I
have.
was saying.
Well, I don't
Because,
even
like
care
you
about
said, he's
this
kind of trying to hold himself
Whatever, let him
accountable
talk.
and stay here in Vegas. And he was even saying, you know, the tournaments,
like king
yeah, they're
six,
big, but the value isn't the greatest. You know, even that 25K, even though it's good, or even the side events, they're pretty reg heavy. So if you're looking for value, maybe not the best tournament to go to, but if you want to play big, yeah, of course, go, right?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
30.
So it's funny how he's probably gonna go, and then afterwards I'm gonna ask him about it and be like, hey, buddy.
I'm going to text him and say, if you don't go, can I have your suite?
10 seconds. One.
Andrew's here jamming with the ace-5 suited over a raise from Victoria Lipschitz.
315. I said all in, yeah.
All in.
I can push it all in.
There's all in.
I mean, I'm walking 4 miles just to get to my hotel room tucked in a closet, and Jeremy's just looking out over the ocean.
There you
And
go.
a beautiful balcony, 3 bedrooms.
Where are
and his
you?
suite.
The Cove?
I mean, the Cove is awesome. I would love to be at the Cove.
Okay. Well, you're saying you had to walk 4 miles. I'm trying to, you know. I mean, I've been to Atlantis. It's a, depending on where you stay, it's quite a big property. You might walk the whole island of Nassau.
Right. No, it'll be great this year. I was like, you know where Negranu is? Can you guys just put me there?
Yeah.
No. What about Helmuth, Ausmus? Can you guys? No. I realize now, looking back, that complaining about a work trip to Bahamas sounds pretty dumb. So I do apologize for that.
No, we're
It's
team
just-
complain now.
Yeah,
so
right. That's right. We
Complain
are team.
away.
I'm just trying to run with the bit. That's all.
Ausmus finds a couple of kings here.
That one was for real, though.
10 seconds.
Everybody is
Time extension.
to 80.
Into the muck it goes for Brock Wilson. Jeremy picks that one up as he approaches 1 million in chips. Jeremy still's got some work to do on the PGT. 620 points, 81st place, so that's outside the top 40 for the reigning PGT Player of the Year and the reigning PGT $1 Million Championship winner. He does have 13 cashes, but you know they haven't been the deepest of runs. He finally got his first PGT win of the season last week at Venetian. You know, for as much success as he had last season on the PGT, things just haven't been breaking his way this season. But you know, there's still around, I think, 35 or 40 events still to come. So plenty of stuff. Obviously, 9 more events here at the Poker Masters, including this one if he can make some noise here. So a lot of opportunities, but yeah.
And it's strange. I mean, you know this. You guys spent a pile, rightfully so, I think, for Ausmus and 25K fantasy. during the World Series of
$141.
Poker. That is a high price. I was on board with it, and we've seen Ausmus's success over the years at the WSOP, and it's just bound to happen. He's just gonna run bad at one World Series of Poker.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, eventually it did happen. If you want to run good, then head on over to playpokergo.com or download the game to your iOS or Android device. And if you create a free account now through December 10th and play a single hand of free online poker, then you will be automatically entered into a drawing to win a dream seat. That dream seat gets you into the PGT $1 Million Championship. I believe it has a maximum of 51 players this year. So you 1 out of 51 shot to win $500K, to win your share of a $1 million prize pool. And it's all for free. All you got to do is sign up to playpokergo.com, play 1 hand of free online poker, and it is completely free online poker. Wilson all in here from the small blind.
185.
12.3 bigs.
Yeah, I mean, King 7, probably right there.
10 seconds.
Yeah, let's do it.
Soverall makes the call. It's going to be plenty live here. 60-40 in favor of Wilson. Wilson all in and at risk with the ace-6.
I got it in good.
That's
Playing
true.
great.
Will you stop this thing? Is it not buzzing?
It bugs me
Yeah.
too. I
Thank
won't
you.
lie.
Bugged me earlier out there.
Queen 7-3. King on the turn, and that is going to do it. 9 on the river. Brock Wilson clearly doesn't want to go, but he's got to leave because he's eliminated on day 1B of the Poker Masters
You gonna
$1
walk?
Million
You want
Showcase.
the car?
Wow, Chair's going to make him
Oh.
walk.
Take a hike.
Listen, buddy, you got to
Take a
walk
hike,
home.
Brock.
Walk home. I'm taking the car.
The car stays. You're going.
I won the last longer. The car stays with
Was that
me.
you or
See you later, pal. Walk your ass
Look at
home.
your ass. Was that Brock?
It was, and I was tilted because you'd never seen that shit. I do not have the best hand.
I thought
oh,
I
no,
was
you're
like,
about
why
to call
did he
me.
say that? Ooh.
He said ooh when
He goes,
saw your
ooh.
hand and said ooh.
Yeah.
He went,
Yes.
ooh.
I knew I was dead, but I'm not holding that shit.
Hold it.
Sam's overall always just looks over it.
So
Always.
over it. I think he was also at least somewhat surprised that day 2 was tomorrow.
What?
Wait,
what do you
I'm
mean?
serious. And in fairness to him,
Oh, because the
you know,
Sunday
the
thing?
Sundays we do now take off for the most part. But you can see, like, going through his mind, he's like, oh, NFL tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He'll have first place money in play.
David ODB Baker
Yeah.
played, wasn't, told Tim and I ahead of time he might not play this event because day 2 on Sunday. That's also why he skipped the Venetian event. But he also said yesterday, this Sunday is arguably the worst slate of the season for the NFL, and he's not that interested in it. So he played.
Yeah.
Goes on to bag the
Good
chip lead,
decision.
of course.
Yeah.
And he'll be back. But we'll have the games on.
Yeah, of course.
And we're streaming from this room. We're not streaming from the main room, so we can utilize the big LED wall. We don't have to worry about getting the NFL on the back of the shots or anything like that. So there's going to be plenty of NFL on here at the studio. So overall makes a straight on the end. 10 high versus Brown's 9 high. Brown just getting himself into these tricky spots.
Yeah, you think you get there.
Brown maybe smells something, but
Sure,
also
taking
maybe
the check
he's
call
getting
route.
tricky. I don't necessarily know what's going on in his mind, but does come with a check, and let's see what Soverel has in mind.
Seconds.
140.
140 into 175. Third diamond on a paired board. Could ultimately lead Brown to just come with a check call here.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to fold, I would guess. And there it is. There's the call.
Really just no reason to put more chips in. We'll just call and see the bad news.
So Soverel's going to show him the goods. Brown does show a 9. SK Joe asking how many entries they got today. 130. So 109 on day 1A, 130 on day 1B, 239 total. Almost $1.2 million in the prize pool. Going to be around $250,000 for first place.
That is lovely, by the way, for a 5K buy-in.
Yeah, it's really great. Tim Duckworth said he was talking with Paul Campbell from Aria. Probably around a 10K min cash as well for everyone. There will be 35 players likely advancing to day 2, barring any sort of double or triple elimination at the end of play tonight. But 16 went through from day 1A. We'll have 19 going through from day 1B. Everyone will be in the money. The plan right now is on Sunday to play from 35 down to the final table. Come back on Monday and play the final table.
Call. Heads up.
Zaki 2 sevens, Ausmus ace 10 under the gun versus the big blind. King 7 3. Zaki flops middle set.
That's 20.
Do you think the numbers in this tournament leads us to having a showcase opening event for the PokerGO Cup for the U.S. Poker Open?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, I know scheduling wasn't the most ideal for this series. You know, there's just a lot going on.
It's tough, yeah.
Not that there's not a lot going on at any time of the year, but, you know, obviously you have Triton going on. You have Borgata had a big series, you know, big main event over there. They had a 5K with a $3 million guarantee. So, you know, a lot of different stuff was happening. I think I would like to see us increase the satellite offering next time around. Maybe add another, another satellite. Yeah, another satellite or two. Get in there, especially on the satellites that happen on the day 1B, because if you win a satellite from the first one, then you play day 1A,
right.
And then that satellite kind of starts the same time the tournament starts. So you almost can't get back into the satellite again, right? So maybe one like in the evening or something.
Be good. 7 p.m. Saturdays.
Yeah. So
a turbo.
Yeah, I think a turbo would be fine. I know it was always the idea of Tim Duckworth to have this be like the new model to open the series. Like have, like literally call it the U.S. Poker Open Showcase, the PokerGO Cup Showcase. And it's a 5K multi-flight opener.
And
so
it's always a part of the majors.
Yeah, then that would be like the new way to, you know, kick off the majors. I think the biggest success that we received from this event was we had a lot of new faces in here. And, you know, hopefully different people catch some heat and then they kind of try and parlay it to the next thing, you know. I mean, like when I played, Cherish and Justin Zaki were asking me, you know, if you win this event, are you play the whole Poker Masters? I'm like, well, I definitely play the next couple because you're the front runner for the jacket, right? You know, you got to fire some money back. Maybe you give up after, you know, the first 2 or 3 if you don't have any luck, but you're definitely in there to start, and hopefully that's what you see.
Even if you finish like, you know, 7th for 30K, I mean, you're probably going to fire the next 5K.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I keep telling people this. Once you play in the PokerGO Studio, you do whatever you can to make it back to the PokerGO Studio.
You're going to bust both of them?
Soverall comes with the 4-bet jam with the ace-5 suited.
I hope so.
The solver approved ace-5 suited, but he runs right into it. Ace-king suited for Cherish Andrews.
I like the ace-5 here, I'm not going to lie.
Small sizing by Cherish.
I'm not rooting against you, I just think it's
Pre-flop in the 3-bet.
Yeah.
Everybody always feels the ace-5 suited. Oh,
9-7-6 with 2 diamonds, 3 of diamonds on the turn, and
that's rude.
Brock Wilson better not go too far. This Cherish Andrews is going to be right behind him.
Can get a ride back now. Good game, Cherish. Always a force to be reckoned with.
Good luck, everyone.
See ya.
Sam, go to hell.
Nice.
Wow.
Sam took out Brock Wilson with, you know, the second best hand going in. Takes out Cherish Andrews shortly after with the second best hand going in, and
You really did.
He busted Brock, right? Were you here?
Just
Well,
rolls
Brock
out of
was,
bed,
yes.
shows up. It's at 1.3 million.
We all felt the ace-5 there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get that flop, those
Too many outs?
Yeah.
It's the next hand, right, if you already shuffled?
ace-queen for Brown.
It's a 35.
Can I get some water, please?
Call.
Thank you.
Heads up.
Soverall defending from the big blind, king 7-3, rainbow.
I'll take a bottle of sparkling. Thank you.
Blinds are up.
Levels on day 1 are 30 minutes in length. They will increase to 40 minutes starting with day 2.
Cool.
Call.
10 seconds.
Blinds up to 10K, 20K here. Zaki 40K with ace 4. Lifshitz makes the call. Solve roll. Ace jack suited.
And with both Zaki and Lifshitz starting the hand with around 30 bigs,
On.
wonder you just pile drive it home.
All in.
Time extension.
Would imagine Zaki's just going to get out of the way here, save a little face here, and then Victoria have a little decision.
Chewing gum. I'll just fold.
Into the muck go the 8s, not going to take the flip. Soverall continues to chip up.
Yeah.
Check that one on Octopi later.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that one's it's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate the fold. I think probably at this stage, I don't know exactly how close they are to the money, but the players are probably leaning more towards ICM style of play.
10 seconds.
40.
Raise to 40.
Lifshit's going to get right back at it, this time with 2 6s. She comes in for a raise.
I'm probably supposed to call you.
New player here, Chin Zhao, bringing $500,000 to this table.
8s? Yeah.
All right, folded 8s.
Huh?
Folded 8s.
8.
8s or 8s?
8, 8, 8.
8, 8, yeah.
Miss Avril says call. Victoria says call even. Zaki.
I gotta pry those out of my hand.
Good. Good. You could also have smaller pairs. It's probably a call.
I always think 8s are like, it's like the line.
That's the line.
Like 7s, you just know you're folding there.
And 9s, you know
9s,
you're
you're
calling.
never, never folding. Like you're always calling. And 8s, it's like, well, you know. I mean, Soverall could have 9s.
Absolutely.
You know, like that's kind of the tricky spot when you have the 8s. Is you can have 9s. If you have
Could have
9s.
7s though.
Yeah, but if you have 9s, he can have 8s and 7s and 6s. You know, so it's like.
No, you're so much more comfortable with the 9s.
And it really is funny how, you know, one pair higher or lower really does like make a difference so much. And it's the same thing like ace 10 suited, ace jack suited, ace queen suited, you can be like, okay, I'm going to call this hand, I'm going to fold this hand. This hand I kind of don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to flip a coin in my head.
All in.
Raise all in.
I was going to say Zaki might take this spot here, and he does. Should get through brown. I mean, probably gets through both, but
Yeah, I would think so as well.
I always, you know, I'm always like, yeah, it should do this, and then the guy says the opposite, and I'm like, well, yeah, well, who was I to judge Jeremy Ausmus?
I mean, when those jams do come from the king 10 suit, it's king jack suit, it's queen jack suiteds of the world, the king queen does become a little more appealing. But it can also just come from ace king, ace queen.
So 45.
I mean, sixes, 30 big, small blind versus button. You could probably just rip these in comfortably. To your point, as we get closer to the money, do probably tighten up a little bit.
Oh,
There is the jam.
All in.
Time extension.
If you'd like to come out here to Las Vegas and play in the PokerGO Studio, you can do so this December, and it can be all thanks to True Classic. Win a $5,000 poker package, and all you have to do is share your poker story. Tell us your journey in the game, tell us what got you into it, if there's some sentimental value to playing poker, whatever it is, whatever your poker story is. TrueClassicTees.com/TCPokerGo. There are 15 packages being given out. 15. That's 75K total.
So sick.
I know oftentimes people are like, yeah, but you know, I got to be one in whatever. Well, now it's 15 in whatever, okay? Ausmus finds a couple of kings. Chen's out here, going to get in there from the big blind.
The old 3 deuce.
You can make a wheel.
You could.
He's 60% of the way there.
Could still make a wheel. I'm going to need a little better than the 3 deuce off when defending versus Jeremy Ausmus. Or really anybody for that matter, but especially Jeremy.
30.
30K is the bet. Quick fold from Zhao.
Jeremy Ausmus, a former PokerGO Cup Series champion. It's most certainly one of the top threats to win the purple jacket. Poker Masters trivia question for you, and for anybody in the chat as well.
50.
Who has won the most Poker Masters individual tournament titles, and how many titles?
Good question.
This has been running since what, 2017 or so? Back in 2017, a little bit higher buy-ins.
Yeah. Steven Shidwick.
Stephen Chidwick. That is correct. I'm going to give you, you know, partial credit because that is correct. And how many
What
tournament
is his
wins?
partial credit? What is
well,
the what
he
is
is
the cap?
tied with
Oh,
other
he's tied
players.
with somebody.
How many tournament wins?
10 seconds.
4.
2.
2. What the
Which
heck?
ties him with 11 other
Oh,
players
Jesus.
with 2 Poker Masters tournament wins.
How is that possible? that
How does
people
nobody
only-
have 3?
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty wild. Who else has 2?
Got Sontimer, Amshurovich, Sovril, Peters, Adamo, Hendricks, Tomasauskas, Chewy,
Tomasauskas, yeah.
Schulman, Haxton, Brandon Wilson. The others with 2 tournament wins.
Jeremy, how many of these do you have?
What's that?
How much chips do you have? I can't.
I have
tell me right
6, 7, 7.
How many
in
of
blue.
these do you
Yeah, I
have?
thought
Jeremy's
she- I
like,
thought she meant
what?
Poker Masters
Phones?
total
Like
titles, yeah.
trophies? I mean, what? PGT points? I mean, what?
I thought the
Backpacks?
question was about Poker Masters titles for sure. When she said, "How many of these do you have?"
Gold bracelets. I mean, we can go anywhere with this question.
All right. Just chips.
Heads up.
Chen Zhao first came on my radar, PGT Bounty Blitz Series. He finished second in the opening event to Jeremy Becker.
Ah, yes.
Is a pretty entertaining player with his style. He plays a lot of hands. He plays pretty fast. You know, he's in there probably a little bit wider than most, but it can lead to some fun creativity down the road.
60.
As you guys can see on this hand, he certainly does not take a long time when he
Right.
acts as well, so things move along quite nicely.
Call.
10 seconds.
4 of diamonds on the end. Zhao gets the check mark here.
Check. Check.
Ace 3.
Quick check back from Zhao.
Ace 10.
Ace 10 gonna win.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Dealer change here, which is going to allow me to tell you guys about Octopi Poker, the next generation study system for everyone, founded by the woman in seat 1, Victoria Livshitz. From casual players to elite pros like Stephen Chidwick, it's fun to use, it is affordable, and it is full of features. Head on over to octopipoker.ai now and check it out. For a limited time, they are running a special promotion. Use the promo code MASTERS. You can find it on Octopi Poker's social media if you need the exact promo code and the details, but it should be promo code MASTERS at octopipoker.ai for 20% off. In celebration of Octopi Poker being 2 years old.
40.
And they've come quite a long way in that relatively short time period.
A lot of growth on the horizon as well.
Lifshit's opening.
What do you start with?
Under the gun, 40K.
I started with 650. Yeah, it's 610 behind.
10 seconds.
Similar stack sizes here, a little bit over 30 for each. Zaki comes with the call. Action check through on the king, king, 6. Jack on the turn. Another check from Zachy. Check, check on the river. Zachy gonna win it. Yes, 10s are good.
He's good.
Never be too careful.
I can see that.
Don't be too careful.
I think it was equally careful there.
Yeah.
Lifshitz didn't bet the king, king, 6
Yeah,
flop. Certainly could have just bet that flop.
Continued on the turn.
Yeah.
Got 500, right?
I have 35 behind.
All in.
Zachy just gonna move all in here from the small blind. Quick fold out of Lifshitz. Don't even get to see your cards.
Time extension.
Zachy finds another playable one here. This time ace queen.
10 seconds.
Like it, mix in some calls here with your ace queens of the world. Zhao coming along with the queen 5, huh?
I told you he likes to
He
get in
does,
there,
yeah,
man.
You said it. Here he is.
873. No one seems very interested in this pot at all.
Zachy thinking I can just have the best of it. We can just get to showdown. Is the door open for Zhao? As this board is very connected to the typical big blind range.
Yeah, I like this from Zhao, recognizing that he's probably more connected with this, as Jeff said, than the other players. So he's going to try and win it right here. Sobral smells something's up here.
He does. Not super worried about Zaki behind, considering it is checked through twice.
He does give it up. Now let's see if Zaki can make the call. He cannot.
Yeah, that's nice from Zhao. Good awareness.
Yeah, nice pickup there. Well done by him.
Bluff.
Oh, it shows it to him. Let's go.
Sam wanted to see it. Zhao
Said, "Sir,
obliged
here you
and
go, buddy."
said bluff.
I pipped you.
I wouldn't be able to live with it if you overcalled sixes. And just scooped us.
You gangster.
Sobral gets a walk there. Don't often see walks. Few and far between. Cutoff race here for Lifshitz, 40K. Zhao finds a couple of nines on the button.
You can navigate this to a spot where you get it all in versus the cutoff. That's totally fine. It's the 3-bet, although this is bigger sizing. I'd like to see smaller sizing just in case, like Sovereign Brown wake up with something.
I mean, you could easily 3-bet to like 100K.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then still get it in and be fine with Victoria. Not super thrilled, but content with it. But it's just disastrous when Sovereign or Brown put in the cold 4 and you have 175 out there. When you could have, to Donnie's point, just had 100 in front of you.
Maybe it induces Lifshitz, you know, to get a little crazy if she thinks you're
Absolutely,
out
yeah,
of
that's
line,
part of
you know,
it.
cut off first button.
Then again, folks, we're in the booth after playing this event.
You know?
They're out there. Not just going to fold the ace-10 big blind versus button on the queen 7-3.
7 pairs of the board on the turn, also brings a second spade. Check, check. 3 on the river, so overall fills up.
Becomes troublesome for Ausmus, should he be a non-believer. And just a little bit here when we see Sovereign bet for value.
Seconds. 150.
150K is the wager from Soverel on the end. Ausmus now with a decision. And correctly lays it down. Good discipline there from Jeremy Ausmus as Sam Soverel takes another pot. Soverel doing well here in the later stages of day 1B, approaching 1.4 million in chips. He took out Brock Wilson, he took out Cherish Andrews. He's won some pots since. He's climbing quite nicely.
Certainly has one of the biggest stacks in the room. What ODB put in the bag? About 1.8 yesterday?
Yeah, I think a little bit over 1.8. Had a decent gap between first and second. I think it was Aram Zobian in second, Michael Burke third, Doug Lee fourth, and Chris Unick in fifth from the opening flight. I know we also had Adam Weinrob in there with a decent stack. Shorter stacks were Aaron Massey and Nick Seward. Andrew Ostapchenko got in there. Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger got in there. So, you know, we're gonna have a nice mix for day 2. Really, no matter how this shakes out here on day 1B.
We're gonna have a fun one on stream. Nice secondary viewing for you tomorrow if you're an NFL fan, or primary viewing if you're just a poker fan. Or maybe it's like secondary along with your online poker action.
There you go. Zhao made it 50K here with the ace-king. Zaki defended with a pair of 4s. Queen 9-8.
Hope we get to see plenty of Zhao tomorrow. Fun to watch, like he's pointed out at the beginning of his run here.
I would like to see him. I would like to see Gregory Brown make it through. You know, Gregory Brown's kind of been sliding, but he's a fun, active player. Certainly gets after it, so he can be some fun as well. I would like to see Jeremy. I know you got a thing with Jeremy, but you know.
Becker or Ausmus?
Well, you might have a thing with both. I don't know, but I'm talking about Ausmus.
Always root for one of the best players. Just
I want the reigning PGT Player of the Year to make the championship. Like that's what I want. And you know, obviously it's not a guarantee, but I like having that storyline around. So, but I also think it's good that he has to like work for it this year. You know, like
he does.
It hasn't.
We're putting him to work.
Yeah. So.
Love seeing him play the 3K with the people. And make that final table too, and just showing us that he can do it across all buy-in levels. Punted it off at the final table, you know, all good happens to all of us as well.
Here he comes attacking A cutoff open from Gregory Brown. We have seen this exact thing before. He has attacked a cutoff open from the button against Brown earlier today. Here to the tune of a 3-bet to 145,000. Putting this ace-10 offsuit in a, you know, really tricky spot. Probably don't feel too great about it. And Brown does give it up. Ausmus gets that one through.
I might be Ausmus's biggest fan this year, now that he's
There you go.
run into some adversity.
I mean, you can't just sun run your whole life.
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's just unfair.
To be PGT Player of the Year and then win the championship is pretty sick, right?
Well, yeah.
Victoria had 4 cashes last year's Poker Masters, including a final table at the 25K.
Yeah, she's also been unable to really find any footing this year, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
only has 70 PGT points right now. So, yeah, I mean, obviously still a lot to come, but
You're gonna need to rev up the engine.
yeah.
The 25K at the end of the series. Do you call it the series finale or the main?
I mean, I call it the finale, but
Yeah, no, I have been too at the orders of the commish. Oh, and Zachy happy to snap this one.
Oh,
off.
I'm gonna, huh? I got ace queen off.
You. You just always have my number.
That's suited. I can't see.
Ace-5
Ace five.
suited.
I need
Diamonds.
whatever Sam
Huh?
knows how to do.
it is suited.
In these
Same thing
situations.
that Soverall
Yep.
took out
What?
Cherish
What is it?
Andrews with.
I need what Sam knows how to do in these situations. Ace 5 versus Ace King in her case.
Lifshit's all in an at-risk here.
Just
If
nice
she's able to
is
win,
scoring.
Justin Zacky's going to be left pretty short, and we're approaching the day 2 bubble, so he wouldn't be in a great spot either. Jack 9
Some fun
deuce.
turn cards.
8 of spades on the turn.
Nope.
4 on the river, and we are going to
Yeah.
lose Victoria Lifshitz at the hands of Justin Zachy.
Almost a 5.
She bows out short of the money, short of day 2
Yeah.
in the Poker Masters Showcase event. Still plenty of Poker Masters to come. Certainly expect Victoria to be around all the way through the end. But we're going to miss her here today.
Yeah, it's bad news for Victoria. It's
Actually,
good
I
news for
backed
Zachy, and it's good news for us, Donnie,
Yeah.
because with that, we probably make another one of Justin Zachy's Instagram stories.
Oh, okay.
That's big.
All righty, let's go.
Real honor.
One of the worst I've ever seen you get it in.
65%. Pretty good.
Queen Jack O for Gregory Brown. 60K from him. So overall, won't play the 7-3 offsuit. We got a special offer here from Global Poker. For 50 bucks, get 250,000 gold coins, 50 free sweeps coins, and a sweeps coin Hydra satellite entry. Play smart, and you could be staring down the 150,000 sweeps coin guaranteed final. Don't wait, because this offer ends October 2nd. Use promo code PokerMasters50 at globalpoker.com. Terms and conditions do apply. Poker Masters a new sponsor of the PGT and the 2025 Poker Masters.
So, but I'm not saying it's mine.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I would bet it's probably yours, but it could be mine.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably mine.
Sounds like we got a rogue chip here in the middle.
If you had your fucking. If you had your fucking.
Yeah, I would know, right? Yeah. Fuck. It's true. Damn.
Just the max pressure route by Salvaro, close to the money. Brown shall not back down.
10 seconds.
Might be from that pot I 3-bet and won. That was the button that hand. That was only 2 hands ago.
Brown making the call here. Going to play this one in position. Blind versus blind.
Wait, I 3-bet the button, and then the next hand you stacked her, though. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, it could have been from that.
maybe it's more likely yours. Huh? Oh. Oh. We could just red or black for it. We don't really care that much.
Yeah,
You guys
fine
are
with
cool with that.
Paper, scissors for it? Paper, scissors for it, or black or red?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're moving on anyway. They're 22 minutes.
What do you want to do, black or red, or you want to paper, rock, scissors for it?
Because we're moving on.
Black or red or what?
Paper, rock, scissors.
Are they checking or not?
Yeah.
They can't. Okay, let's red or black the next
All
time.
right, this river. I'll let you
Okay,
pick
the
this river. There's two.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you want?
I'll take, if it's red, I win.
All right, if the river is red, Jeremy's getting the 5K chip.
Okay,
If it's
I won.
black, Zacky's getting the 5K
This is
chip.
great.
I hope it doesn't go to a river, just so we.
Oh,
have to-
right.
And it might not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sofro's piling here.
You think we'll be able to spot it?
I'm just curious because I think I lose chips like this sometimes.
200K slight over bet here from Soverel.
Oh, we don't know that.
Flip over one card. We're done. Flip over any card out of that. Flip over one card out of the
deck. Not
any card.
Top of the deck.
Yeah.
Just flip
Anything.
it over.
Anything.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Ausmus winner.
It was a red card, so Ausmus gets the extra 5K chip.
Drama to end the night.
And it looks like we are going to be moving players off of this table, which means we are done for the evening. Hand-for-hand play is about to start. I'm going to fast forward in time and tell you guys what
Please.
happened. You're not going to believe what happened.
Okay.
Guess who bubbled?
Oh, no.
Sam Laskowitz bubbled
No way!
day 1B. He
Oh my
bubbled day
God.
1A. He bubbles day 1B.
Ay, ay, ay.
Last night it was his 10s versus David ODB Baker's Ace King. This time it's Ace Queen. He once again runs into Ace King of Sam Soverel. For Jeff Platt, my name is Donnie Peters. Day 2 action on Sunday. Stay tuned to PokerGo.com/schedule for the official time. We will see you guys then.